December, but it feels like something warm. Midnight hits you like 1,000 whispers, and it's pushing you way past the breaking point. The street lights brighter than you can remember. Now a lonely stare enchants me through the noise. What you think about? I don't think I've seen you around here. Heard but you better now. I think that there's some common ground here. Oh, you're new in town. Friends are so hard to come around. No, it's late, but hear me out. I think that there's some common ground here. Just one idle moment in December, but it feels like something warm is taking hold. What you think about? I don't think I've seen you around here. Heard but you better now. I think that there's some common ground here. Oh, you're new in town. Friends are so hard to come around. No, it's late, but hear me out. I think that there's some common ground here. I think that there's some common ground here.
Derek. How's it going? Merry Wednesday. Justin the Crow Ward says, hit me. Hey, it's your boy. Part of the song.
Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to me to go over everything.
Yo, Eduardo.
They say the time's supposed to heal you, but I ain't done much here. Hello,
Joe Fish, how's it
can
going?
you hear me? I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger and free. I
Sit
forgot
way away from the
how it
tables
felt
today.
before the world fell at our feet. There's such a difference between us and a million miles. Hello from the
Oh, I see what you did there.
I must have called 1,000 times to tell you
I didn't know John Q could play the piano.
I've done, but when I call you, never
Let me get you set up.
Hello from the outside.
Give it a check.
Check, check.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Justin Crow with the Amway conspiracy takedown. Apparently, Amway is no more.
Hippie Kia.
What's up, Eclipse?
Hello.
The Kia Center reigns supreme.
So typical of me.
I'm gonna go out and just hail Kia Center.
I hope that you will. Did you ever make it out of that town where nothing ever happened? It's no secret that the both of us are running out of time. So hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've
They will only kill you if you uncover more conspiracy about them. So
seemed to be.
hop on it.
Hello from the outside. At least I can say that I've tried.
Also, Crow, that lane keep assist is not self-driving.
The what?
The lane keep assist for them in Hyundai, it is not self-driving. Hey, stream people, how do I sound? I'm usually pretty quiet.
You're quiet. I got you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. Posted some more shit in the Discord. Do you think that it became the Kia Center because they ran out of money? Do you think people have figured it out? Were you the first domino to fall, Crow? And now it's just unraveling upon them?
I mean, defamation? Yeah, that's a play. Why not?
We're better than Procter & Gamble because we aren't Satanists. Really? For 30 years? That's crazy. Did they sell like shoes and shit? Is that what your parents? Is that how your parents made their money? This time it's personal.
A vendetta.
Oh, where is my Twitch? There we go. This time, one man came to Orlando. This time it's personal. Ads. I don't think I've ever seen an Amway ad.
Yeah, I mean, I cut the cable, so there's that too, but nothing even on YouTube either, or anything.
One crow. This time it's personal. How's your break going, Crow? How's everybody's break going? If you're in school and you're not in school right now, how's your break going? What fun things have you done? I'll tell you what I've done. I completely fucked my sleeping schedule. So there's that. A piano instructor. They even pay me.
That's step one.
Joe Fish is taking 2 weeks off work.
Nice.
That is a good chunk of time. I feel like as a teacher, as a professor, Valencia like moved their whole thing forward by like a week. So I've had this entire week to just do nothing, and I hate it. Like, even when there's a reason to go up to the studio, that gives me something to look forward to. When I'm just like, I have this week, I have next week, I have the week after that. What the fuck am I going to do with myself? It's like a whole month of nothing.
Alex, question for you.
Yeah.
As a teacher, do you go to FMEA at all in January? Florida Music Educator Association?
No.
I wasn't really sure if that would have like any sessions geared towards like production side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's definitely like a hard line between production and performance. You just gotta learn how to play piano.
Crow, it's one finger at a time.
Teacher Appreciation Month, yeah. Do nothing.
There is a Teacher Appreciation Month. I forget exactly what month it is.
Maybe it's this month.
Yeah, the 1 month where you don't see them
We don't,
for the most part.
Teacher Appreciation. Chosen to lead. No, you're good. I haven't even checked the list yet. I don't even know if he has it. Does he have it? I think it's the middle tab. The green one. That one. And go down. Down. Scroll.
I had to realize that it's not my Mac and the
Yeah, it's still
controls are
set to
inverted.
the, yeah. Oh yeah, we got plenty of this. Is Q here? Yeah, so we are in the corner. We're not usually we always say we're in the Beecham, but we're not in the Beecham. We're in the corner. And Q is he's here now.
Yeah, baby got put in the corner.
Baby got put in the corner. Crow says I've been bored shitless, been working on music. Good, do that. Must have goals to work towards. I do. I finish so many fucking projects. Like, I've just had so many projects that I start, and then they sit around the house. Welcome. What's up, Mark? Yeah. Oh, are you? Yeah. Oh, is it? Did this get...
Yeah, I turned it down.
Oh, that's you.
You were
Okay.
talking.
I
didn't want you to have to compete with it.
like competing with it, though.
Okay.
He's trying not to be rude. Jeez.
How's everybody doing?
All right. right, we can
I see you, Mr. Sir. Hey.
we can get started.
What's the website? Consult QnA. This screen is blocking so much.
Yeah, just slide it out of the way.
Maybe something like that. It's gonna be like,
I like this background, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really liking this aesthetic. We might have to do this one more often.
Oh, I'm okay with
Yeah.
that.
I like this better, but
It's all green screen
until we
so
get some visitors.
it's all green screen.
If we get some extra visitors, we can go back to our old place because I'm used to those visitors.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
What's up, everybody? Jalen now goes by Jalen JV Comer. Okay, that sounds like a serial killer's name. So he's well on his way, everybody. If you didn't know, shouts out to Jalen versus the world. He's in the
What's
building.
up, JV?
Fellow
that is me.
QnAers. That sound racist.
Q&A'ers.
It had a hard R at the end. He added the ER at the end, so I don't know how to act anymore. He should have QnA.
Look at the
He should have added the AH at the end.
look at these Q&A'ers.
QnA us is what it needs to be.
That would be so hard to actually say that.
It doesn't matter.
Q&A'ers.
QnA us. That's how it's.
Q&A is.
Or you could just apostrophe S it. There it is. Don't add the ER to anything. Who is here? Eclipse is here. Nick is here.
I am here.
He's right next to us.
Hello.
Deadify, what's up?
The whole time I was over there, I was going to get water, and right when I got over there, I forgot what I was doing. Completely forgot what I was doing.
What's the meme where he's like, why did I walk into this room, and then sitting across the room is him, but he's
Yeah.
playing his brain. He's like, for the toaster.
I did not come here for the toast.
I did not come in. Where did I come? Turn around and walk out, and I will tell you. No, just tell me. No. Just turns around, walks out. Your phone charger.
Yeah, this is a short list. It's fine though.
Yeah.
It's fine. If we end the stream early,
It's kind of smelly.
it is.
There's
A little
like
bit.
somebody dropped a lime. You can tell that it's wedged behind the sink.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
Oh.
it just kind of every now and then you get this smell of like old lime.
Some
Oh.
citrus.
I can't smell it.
Yeah, that stuff.
Oh,
Question mark.
okay. So we do have friends in here.
Crow says his song is 60 minutes. All right, cool. We'll just
Okay.
we'll put that on. We'll talk about stuff.
Yeah, I might have to send somebody to get something to drink. I am like thirsty as hell. I need some water. I might have to leave again to go get some water or something.
Okay.
Chosen to Lead is back. Shouts out to him.
It is.
Joseph Fish or Aaron Yeager
We
is
saw,
back.
saw him earlier. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, Aaron Yeager's here.
You don't get to have your name pronounced correctly.
Only one I've seen, not seen, excuse me, is DMAR. I haven't seen them yet.
I haven't seen.
Deadified. just
Okay, so I'll
popped
put
in.
MIA
Whoa.
on DMAR. Deadify is here.
Joe Fish.
I haven't seen Justin McVizzle cheeks yet. So
I was wondering where I figured of all the shows that he would be at, he'd be at our live show.
no, he's too good for us now.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's just throwing the scraps at us today.
Yeah,
He's
he's-
like, you can.
He's too busy gaming.
So actually, someone else I spoke to recently. Well, not I messaged recently was Ferris.
Oh, Ferris.
Oh, yeah.
Chatella.
Yeah,
How's he doing?
they're doing all right. They put something out on their IG. It's like a new release from them. So I was like, hey, sounds awesome.
And what did he say?
He
You
said
just
doing all right.
blocked him.
Oh, okay.
Hey, like he hearted some of my messages. So I'm like, hey, cool, doing the right
you
thing.
exist.
Yeah, that's how the ladies do you though.
Engagement.
You know what blows my mind
Mm.
is like when you haven't done anything, but they get a boyfriend and block you, and it's like I
thought.
Why was I
What?
so threatening?
What?
What did I do?
Okay.
It's okay though. It's for their relationship. It's not you.
You made them insecure.
Yeah, just so that they have to clean the slate and everything.
Do they
It's
block
not-
all the boys, or is
Yes.
it just you?
No, it has to be all the ones that they had interest in.
Interest. Yeah, that's
Can't
the,
be tempted.
That's
Yeah.
the word.
I always tell, I'm like, yo, if your dude is not interested in your past, and that involves your relationships, then that's an issue.
Yeah.
Because if y'all are going to be friends, if y'all are going to be partners, you should be able to talk and open freely about your past.
100%.
And be able to be like, yeah, this is you build a level of trust with that. But let me not get on a soapbox early.
Not quite yet.
Yeah.
Little Richard meets
Masayoshi
Takanaka.
Is a rock and roll album recorded by American rock pioneer Little Richard and Japanese jazz fusion guitarist Masayoshi Takanaka. Oh, God, I just jumped. Released on the Eastworld label in 1992.
92.
It's Little Richard's final studio album before his death in 2020. The record features re-recordings of some of Little Richard's biggest hits.
Little
All
Richard
right.
died in 2020.
Whoa. Chosen Elise says, I took you guys' advice and made the song longer. Also tried to keep the same theme as you guys said and checked out some Memphis funk rap. Okay. So
All
now
right.
I'm really
Research.
interested to hear it. So shouts out to you. How'd you like that rabbit hole if you went down it? Like how'd you feel about it? Because you're from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken, right?
That seems right.
Yeah, thank you. So
Yeah.
so give me like a synopsis of what you thought about it.
Sum up your listening experience into one sentence.
The 5-paragraph essay due by the end of the
Due by
stream.
the end of the stream.
Yeah. All right. So are we ready to start?
I don't see
We're
why not.
getting in some late. So I think everybody saw the list and was like, I'm going to submit now, which
Yeah.
is fine. Still haven't seen Demar. Still have
pop in
not.
later.
Well, no, that's from last week. So we'll mark that as. So we would be starting off with the Crowbot. He is Crowbot Ward. He's 3,000. So he is now elevated to the next level. We have JV. Well, JV sent over a track called Diamond Head. Okay, now he's getting to objects. He's back to the objects now. He was at furniture. It was anime.
It was like in table.
Yeah.
In 3 words or yeah, exactly. 3 words or less.
Eclipse is here. I saw him earlier.
Yep.
Shouts out to him. Again, Nick is here.
Is
Yeah,
he though?
Aaron Yeager
Is he?
is actually
Me.
here.
Mm.
And Chosen Elite is here. And Deadify, I definitely saw them, so they are here. All right, let's get started. Crow Ward sent over a track called The Storm. How does it feel, guys, to get started actually right on time?
About the same.
Crow Ward sent over a love letter.
Oh,
It is-
Jesus Christ.
It is very long.
Good Lord.
He says, the McRib is back. I wanted to give the radio host a worse fate, so Mask and Hammers got involved. You ever been to one of those no-name diners you haphazardly tossed on the side of an empty highway with the cracked and irreparable neon signs promising a refined, humble sense of Southern hospitality that only ever existed in advertisements, magazines, and memories? No. He said, you know, the kind of place that doesn't exist till you're still sitting comfortably and ordering a bowl of hash browns and fresh coffee? No. Awkwardly glancing between your menu and the waitress, both to avoid unnecessary eye contact and to make sure you don't somehow screw up, stating that you do, in fact, want sugar with that.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I do
No.
know that one.
Now, first of all, as a black man, stopping at a Southern diner
Oh, yeah.
is fucking terrifying.
I'm sure.
That is terrifying.
You gotta
So no.
Know where you are. Stick to
Yeah.
the chain restaurants.
No, there was this whole, I don't know if people don't know this, but there was a whole travel guide for being black traveling through the United States. That still applies in the South.
I want to say that I'm not surprised by something like that.
You never heard of that?
I've not heard of it.
There's
but
a whole thing. I think it's on Netflix now. Like I don't know what it's called. I'd have to look it up. Crowbot can probably find it, but it was pretty much like for colored folks, the traveling guide for if you were driving through states. It was like take these roads so you don't get killed.
go through like what are they called? Sundown towns.
Yeah, so whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, I don't.
The Green Boom.
I don't know if
The
what
Green Book.
the Green Book. Okay, there we
Okay.
go. So yeah, no, I don't know about this experience he's talking about because I'd be fucking terrified. But he said the kind of place that doesn't exist until then, and then the kind of place that fades from being as it fades away in your rearview
I
mirror.
swear to God, he's writing a Welcome to Night Vale episode right now.
It's very foundation crumbling, like dust in the wind. It was formed of right before you sat down. If you're lucky enough, you will enter the restroom in this place, open the door of the third stall from the right, and locate the wholly gently used roll of golden pancake pattered toilet paper. If you are unlucky enough, you will encounter a jalapeno of quite horrific, typical disposition. Horrifically typical disposition. What does that?
This is like a roguelike.
It is now your prime objective to destroy the jalapeno. And that has something to do with McRib. Okay, so this
Never change. Never change.
This track is called F#Master.Wave or The Storm.
What's up, Mozzarella? I'm telling you, so I started listening to Welcome to Night Vale. It's a podcast. Crow, if you got time, go on Apple, what is it, iPod or whatever, and and listen to Welcome to Night Vale. It's wild. What's that?
F#Master the Wave sounds good to me. It's F#Master.Wave.
I'm getting a thumbs up on my face.
Yeah, let's check this out.
All right.
It's a wave, so it's loading.
It's
I'm gonna
gotta-
turn this back up. Let's turn this back up here. It still has not loaded.
Downloaded from a satellite over Siberia.
It is 100 megabytes.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is about to be a banger.
Yep.
I'm curious about what happens to our radio
I
host.
probably should have clicked on this like 5 minutes ago. He's not lying that it is 60 minutes long. Play anyway. My computer's like, could not preview it. File too large.
I think it is.
Here we go.
Okay. Did you record this in binaural?
He did 18.1 surround sound.
Say, you all right?
If it was pronounced wave, they'd put an E on the end of it.
Is he trying to correct me?
Wave.
The W is actually silent in wave. It's actually dot
Av.
It's dot ah. It's the English language, okay?
I didn't make it up.
Behold the old charade with the mask made of nails. I've never been one to leave a stranger out in the rain. Why don't you come inside? Make yourself at home. I don't get visitors often, being this far from the road. There's a witness, it seems. The time has come. Let's rearrange the scene. What a beautiful sight, with the rust and the skin dancing in tandem to the beat of the rain pouring in. It's a hell of an offer, and it won't take long. Just get the hammer, my friend, open wide.
about to drop some hot bars. It's the perfect time. I'll just drop hot bars like the wind. There it is.
A little bit of ambiance.
Little ambiance. Oh.
A teaser for the next one.
This is him getting abducted by an alien. Right. Is it broadcasting on Instagram? No.
It's a negative.
It has to stream vertically.
Well.
All right. That was Justin the Crow. Or that track is called F sharp master.wave or WAV or AV, depending on your pronunciation.
Hey!
Or yeah, that's the other name for that track is The Storm.
Sounds
Oh.
about right.
How are you guys feeling about that?
I feel like this is one of his cleaner tracks. Like, I feel like he's starting to master the use of the low end in his recording. It's not getting all stacked up like it used to be and getting all like right in the middle of the frequency range there. I'm gonna talk about binaural after these guys give the review because I have some thoughts and some things to talk about. So, what do you think, Nick?
So, I mean, well, first off, it's a Crow song. I love it. Every single time I listen to it, I don't want it to stop, but I know it has to stop. But this is very much one that I could just kind of just go about my day to.
Okay.
And like just kind of like from the consumer listener side, like perfect that way. I really liked just the binaural stuff and just all the panning that you did. It gave it that much more depth, especially whenever you're kind of doing this more like ambient scenery type of music.
It made it feel alive.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's just, there's like a whole nother spectrum that opens up whenever you can do it a much wider sound versus like just straight down the center, if that makes sense.
Joe Fish says, I think could you use a little bit lows in the guitar? I agree with that.
He says the guitar.
The guitar.
The guitar.
And I was being corrected about wave.
Who was that? And why are they not correcting this guitar?
Yeah, why can people say guitar but I can't say WAV? So I feel, it reminds me of Pink Floyd. So it's one of those things that you kind of get swept up in the story of it all, in the pictures that form in your head. This is something where I'm like visuals, like even if it's drawing kind of stop motion, like visuals or cut out South Park, old school South Park style visuals would be really good for. Or can't AI do it now? But doesn't it take longer?
He says more like guitar.
Yeah. Well,
you can do it through Stable Diffusion, and it will like make one image, and you just tell it what to draw it as, but it bases that image off the previous image, so it gets a little kind of crazy.
Yeah. So
Selective hearing.
I think that would be cool. When it comes to anything I would want to add to this, I don't have anything for that. When it comes to anything in the mix, I don't really have anything for that. I like the panning. I like the automation. It made it sound alive, like everybody is pointing out. So
No.
cool. What do you want to do with it? Is my question to
Yeah.
you. What is next?
I mean, I say if anything, Alex, you might know the name. Who's the animator that worked with Carlo on?
I can't remember.
Is it Lorraine?
Yeah, I want to say something like that.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to Carlo and try and get information to pass on because, please animate all of these.
Mhm.
Not just this one, but all of them.
Because it gives me Tim Burton kind of like, I don't know. Every time I'm really thinking Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know, like
Fair.
a Western version.
Yeah, Western version.
A
Okay,
Western
yeah,
version
Yeah.
of Nightmare. So instead of him going to get cocaine from Christmas Whoville or wherever he went, because he fell in
Christmas
Because
Whoville.
the moment he fell in, because their snow was made out of cocaine. That's why when he fell into the snow, he was just high as hell. He
like,
came back.
What's this?
Super
What's
excited.
this?
I can't believe my eyes. He doesn't have eyes.
What's this?
Yeah, he had no eyes. But he came back. Whole town was concerned about him. So like I feel like if there was like
That whole scene was really in his head because he was just fucked up.
yeah, that's why the girl was scared. Even the dog, the ghost dog was just like, yo, what is wrong with you?
Just scared to death.
Everybody,
so skinny for some reason.
everybody was highly concerned about what was going on. So, but if there was a Western version of that where it's like he stepped out of Nightmareville or whatever that was called, and he stepped into Clint Eastwood's,
That would be interesting as hell,
and
actually.
he stepped into Tombstone, or what is the Deadwood?
Yeah. Tombstone's in Arizona and Deadwood's in Montana.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think that would be
Dakota's one of the
a nice
Dakotas.
look. We can even go Texas with it too,
Yeah.
if you want to go Texas Rangery.
Go Yellowstone.
But let's
desert.
see. Aaron Yeager says something. He says, "I love stereo effects and use them a ton, but got to keep the mono mix down in mind." So I think we
True.
can throw that over to Alex when he was talking about binaural. Normal,
Yeah, so
binaural.
but pansexual. When you excuse me. So when you're doing the effect of like walking, but you're doing it through the pans, that's literally just like an effect is what you're doing. But if you do binaural, because binaural is how we as humans hear sound. And so that includes things like phase bouncing off walls and stuff like that. So if you want a cool little trick to like set up a soundscape like what you set up, but have it just have it like appear as we hear it, like as if we were there, you could literally just get two microphones and point them in opposite directions and then just like poke them through like a piece of cardboard. So they would just be poking through that way and poking through that way. And because of that separation, the only way you hear sounds like coming off of this side from this side is through the reflection, which is how we hear it. And so if you were to set a contraption like that up with the microphones pointed each way and then walk through a space, it would collect the sound like we hear it. So in the headphones, you would hear like you hear it, like you're there. So it's a cool kind of effect to emulate how humans hear sound.
If anything, you kind of almost have to, and I could be overthinking this, but almost like have like a large enough area to also accomplish that, or would you just?
You would need the space.
Yeah.
Because you would be recording the sound of the space.
And so Aaron Yeager, Mr. Yeager, says that you'd have to be careful about phase cancellation, though, in the mono mixes, especially when using two mics.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing is that if you're doing binaural, the phase is already factored. Because again, that's how we hear stuff. We as humans hear that phase cancellation, and that determines if the sound is over there and we hear it here, that's this ear telling us that the sound is over there through the phase cancellation. So I think what you're getting at is if you're doing like a stereo miking setup, you have to be careful about the mono setup, which I agree with. In that instance, what you're saying is true. Why do we keep getting thumbs?
I have no idea.
I have no.
It seems like when anybody comments, the thumbs pop up.
Oh,
I have no idea.
I'm so curious
on.
about it. Huh? Yeah, it's so interesting.
So we're not crazy.
We're
Excellent.
not crazy.
No, it's happening. I don't know why, but it's happening. Yeah. So, Chosen Elise says like the vibe of the song. Okay. And the Crow says he needs a second mic.
There you go.
to pull that off. But that is a cool idea, something to play around with, especially if
if you guys want like an example of it, if you go on YouTube, there's an old recording called Barbershop Binaural, I want to say, and it's like you're sitting there and like you hear a door open over there, and then the guy comes in, he's like, "Oh, let's look at your hair," and then you hear like like that, like they do the whole haircut, but it's fully in like 3D binaural sound. Really cool.
So Jaeger says the operating system inserts emojis into the video stream if it detects certain gestures.
It's a Mac
I don't
thing.
think it does it by default, but if Mac is doing that, that kind of sucks. Yeah. It shouldn't do that because it's a third-party program pushing the stream to another third-party program. So you'd have to be running an overlay unless it's really jacking into that.
It's default in the new Mac OS, and she just updated her OS.
It's
so
an operating system feature. That is so
That's
whack.
wild.
This is why I continue to not like Macs.
Automatic engagement.
Yeah, that's
Automatic engagement.
That's terrible. So is it like if you do this, will it just like instantly read my thing and then it? Let's see if a thumbs up.
That's why. So this is why I always wait one OS. So when the next one comes out, then I'll finally update, because then everyone will have this dumb shit worked out.
Yeah. So I guess if it he's saying it's an OS feature. So I don't know, Kim, if you might want to jump into your system settings and see if there's an auto emoji feature.
I want to see what happens when I do this. That's that.
Oh,
No.
it's terrible. It's terrible.
This
All right.
Well,
Kim will figure it out. Meanwhile, what you have to say in there, Nick?
oh, but the song, and I've said everything I had about the song. That was perfect. I loved it.
Just
but,
anything else?
Oh, like I like Mac.
I don't.
I like Mac,
Yeah.
but whatever this bullshit is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Macs.
Next.
Just not for us gamers over here.
Who's next?
Yeah, we got Jalen vs. the World up next. Sent over a track called Diamond Head. There's no love letter with this one. I actually need to pop next door to check because they text me saying they were going to be late, and I think my mix that I put on over there is running out. So I need to go put on another mix.
Conveniently picking this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can listen to a little bit of it and I'll have my opinion. Like, let's do this.
It's only a minute 35.
Yeah, I know I'm not going to like it.
All right, so let's talk about this song.
No. I mean, there's 1,000% chance I know I'm not. But it's only a minute and 35 seconds. I'll listen. I guess let's listen. A minute and 35 seconds.
Yeah.
I think you should be coming up.
Yeah.
I like the beat. That's.
Come on. Yeah. I like getting messy. I like it. You like getting buckets. You like it. I'm running to the bag. I'm hitchhiking. And it's a freestyle. I didn't write it. You ain't getting no dope sleep.
I feel
Was this
like
leaked?
So my review before I even, because I'm gonna run next door and let y'all take it away. But my review is, I feel like he wasted this beat. Because this beat it can be fire. It's a little too much overdone with the beat, but I know it can be done with it. And this line right here told me he wasted it.
Freestyle, I didn't write it.
Boom, that right there completely told me that this whole beat was wasted. It's saying he's a modern day Lil B. I mean, I guess if you want to do that, but this beat is too fire for it not to be taken serious.
I'm hitchhiking. And it's a freestyle.
I don't know about that
You ain't
symbol
getting no dope sleeping on the bed. Now I'm hopping on the beat, sliding like a string. I got too much money, I'm a diamond head. I got too much jewelry, I'm a diamond head. Let's go. Diamond head. I'm a diamond head. Let's go. I got too much jewelry, feel like diamond head. I got
That's the only comment that's on it.
You like it?
Yeah, the only comment on it is a bunch of trash cans. But I'm not saying it's trash. I'm just like disappointed.
You like it? I'm running to the bag. I'm hitchhiking. And it's a freestyle. I didn't write it. You ain't getting no dope sleeping on the bed. Now I'm hopping on the beat, sliding like a sled. I got too much money, I'm a diamond head. I got too much jewelry, I'm a diamond.
You know what frustrates me is there is a clear difference between feature JVS versus him just doing
fucking
shit.
around.
Yeah, and it's cool to fuck around or whatever, get a thought, get an idea out there, but it's like come back and attack it seriously. Like as
like you pulled something away from the feature, like you learned something.
Like if you would have approached this with the confidence in your voice and the way you were, every time you do a feature, you sound like you're trying, as opposed to this. It sounds like you're having fun, but it also doesn't sound serious. And I feel like this could sound dope if it was like done with confidence and seriousness. Like I don't know, man.
I can just tell from like the way that the recording sounds that it's like don't have that expectation.
I don't know. I'll play a little more. I'll be back.
Beat is diamond head. I'm a diamond head. I got too much jewelry, feel like diamond head.
I feel like, how long's the song?
1 minute and 35 seconds, which is just enough for this type of song. I feel. I mean, I can even let him get away with the I'm a diamond head thing. Like, he can express what that is. Like, you can make it a thing, but just make it a thing.
Yeah.
Like, say I'm a diamond head because I'm getting to this bread. I'm sliding on the beat. Like it's a sled or whatever. I don't know, saying Christmas trees grow out the ground because seeds are planted. I don't know. Whatever you need to say and be like, that's diamond head, and people will just be like, oh my God.
Oh, I learned something.
Just like how standing on business has now become a thing, and it's like, what does that even mean? Standing on business, you can make it mean something if you have the confidence to make it mean something. And I feel like it sounds like a joke, so you're just like, oh, Diamond Head's a joke. Yeah. It means you're a joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you're talking about like, I got all this shit. I'm a Diamond Head. Check me out.
Can production of the vocals help it sound a little bit more confident and a little bit more serious? Yes. The beat is the beat alone has a lot going on with it, where it's like, okay, you would need the stems to fix what's going on in the beat. In the beat, everything is just loud.
Yeah.
And so to cut himself into it, it's a lot of reverb, auto-tune, and then his voice put on top of it. So you can argue, I mean, you can make it work. I'm disappointed.
It's coming off of last week. I get it. Like where he actually like went out, did the things we said, stepped up, had a noticeable difference in production. Like you could hear that he sounded good, and then it's like, oh, we're back to this again. We want to see this. We want to see this. I feel like if we just plotted JV as like a graph, we could know what the stock market's going to do. What did the stock market do today?
Crash.
It was up on my end.
No, it was fucking blood red.
Oh, on my end.
We should have known. We should have known. I'm going to start checking the stock market today.
No, on my end, I was good.
Oh, that was just the Dow.
Oh. I'm more into tech, so the tech was good. It wasn't good. But I'm in the green.
You survived.
Yeah, I'm good.
This is gonna be stuck in your head. I'm a diamond. Yeah, I mean, and that's
the point. It's like you could get away with the diamond head part but see, the only part that might be stuck in his head is just saying
I'm
the
a
term,
diamond head.
I'm a diamond head, and I'm pretty sure Chosen to Lead is probably going to give it its own definition, because what JVS did was not give it a good
rhymed
definition.
A bunch of words that rhymed with diamond.
He didn't fill in the blanks to make anybody relate to it. So now everybody else is going to make their own what a diamond head is. Like Chosen to Lead is going to be my dick is hard as a diamond because diamond is a 9 on the scale of hardness, and my dick is 9. That's what Chosen is going to do, and that's fine.
My dick is a 9.
Can you imagine if JVS went in there and was like, diamond can scratch anything, is one of the hardest things things on the planet or whatever, and he played off of that.
Can you write that verse next time?
He was like, my dick more valuable than gold because it's a diamond head. Like you would be like, this motherfucker snapping. You know, but he didn't add any of that.
Yeah.
It was like I'm sliding on the sled.
head,
What a sled got to do with
bed,
diamonds
said.
or being a diamond head? I mean, he could say I'm a diamond head, meaning I'm hard headed, meaning I'm doing exactly what I'm doing while making this song exactly against what all the advice I've gotten. Therefore, my head is hard as a diamond. So he could
that would be meta as fuck.
Yeah, he could
missed opportunity.
He could do that, like. I don't know. Like he could say I'm iced out. Call me my neck so cold. I'm a diamond head or something like that. So many things you could do with confidence to make it be like, okay, he's styling.
Yeah,
and he could do it the way that he did with the song that he submitted, where he kind of sound. You don't have to sound like Future, but I felt like he was finding his sound sounding like JVS.
Yeah,
but serious.
And
and then it's like just take it home, like. Make it something like if you're making it for kids and stuff, do that JVS thing that you do for kids and make it for kids. But if you're making it for semi-adults, I'm gonna
fix the light here shortly.
If you're making it for like semi-adults, teenagers or whatever, like give it status and meaning and whatever you need to do, like flesh it out, make it something, make it your own. Because somebody's already saying Diamond Head is going to be stuck in their head. Boom, you got something there. So since you got something there, make it into something. Like, I mean, we go and listen to this. This ain't my theme song. Even if I wanted to be like, yo, I'm a Diamond Head, this ain't it. This beat is it. I would listen to this acapella, this instrumental, and be like, yeah, this that Diamond Head instrumental. But this is this.
Yeah, I like getting messages, I like it. You like getting buckets, you like it. I'm running to the bag, I'm hitchhiking. And it's a freestyle.
It's just about rhyming the words.
Ain't getting no dope, sleeping on the bed. Now I'm hopping on the beat, sliding like a screen. I got too much money, I'm a diamond head. I got too much jewelry, I'm a diamond head.
He got too much jewelry, he a diamond head. Like, okay, like, but that is 2 bars about
Diamond head.
The rest of the song is about freestyling. The rest of the song is about how you're making stuff up. Like, what I'm saying is it has potential. Go back, flesh it out, and have some confidence with it, and do it for real. Yes, you can still play with it, but just do it for real.
On camera.
Yeah.
And then
do
also,
this, and then do this on camera.
Tests and gestures.
Yeah.
And also to provide some clarification for Diamond Head, apparently on the artist there's a picture of Diamond Head from the Ben 10 series. So that might be it too.
It's just a freestyle.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he didn't write it.
It's just a freestyle.
Anything else? Anybody?
I think you said it.
Yeah.
I don't have anything production-wise. We've said everything production-wise. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
Does he?
Does he, though?
Quickly summarize.
What,
Get your
2
microphone.
years of
Get your beat. So what'd you say? You said get the stems and stuff like that. Get that figured out, but get your microphone sounding right. What's up, ABEC? Yeah, get your mic sounding right. Get an interface. Get a decent microphone. And from what we can tell, you've got those things. So how does it still sound like he's recording through a snowball microphone?
Because it's on his leaks page.
Yes. I forget these
know,
things.
man.
I forget these things.
I don't know how to make a bad recording. I'm a really try one day. Like I'm gonna try with the 58.
Just talk like this.
Yeah, like you. But I'm pretty sure everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody records into their microphone the correct way. 80% of the time. 80% of the time, I'm pretty sure they record in their microphone.
That's a low number.
I mean, it's very common to have your microphone backwards. Very common.
Maybe I don't know.
So, like even if I tried to make a vocal recording sound bad, I don't think I can.
We should try. We should
But then
we should set up a session blindfolded and see if we can do better.
No, but the thing is, we're gonna assume people don't know what effects are. So if we do it like, okay, we don't know what effects are, we don't know anything, our recording will sound better. Like, I don't know how you make it sound bad by not doing it, because microphones are 1,000 times better than microphones were. You literally turn them on and record.
Nowadays,
Unless you have
I'm trying to think.
Unless you have
I
a
don't know.
snowball. If you have a blue snowball, I completely understand why all recordings you do are trash. But
Shitty preamps.
preamps,
I
no,
mean,
man,
even
no.
modern ones
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
Even you can get the Behringer preamps are now what M32 preamp. What are those Midas preamps? Every Behringer
they?
preamp is Midas now. So
Huh.
what are we talking about? Like, I mean, like none of those preamps can be worse than a tape machine.
I wonder if now, because of the home studio revolution, as they're still calling it, now people are just in shitty rooms, and so they're like, oh yeah, this sounds awesome in their room, and then they go somewhere else, and it's like,
I mean,
nah,
I'm
there
even
it goes
trying.
again.
I'm even trying to think. I'm like, if this whole thing was recorded and done, like if
It's
you
not too late.
if you record
ABEC.
it into a headphone, I just don't know. How do you like record it and mix it in headphones? It's
You got shitty headphones.
you usually would just have a lot more subtracted in your mix when you come out of doing the whole
Maybe.
mixing process.
Unless you got shitty headphones.
And then you're just boosting the low end. But
Yeah.
that you could tell, you could just be like, okay, let me turn the low end down when you put it in the car or something like that.
I mean, that to me is like the big thing is like, go listen to it somewhere else.
Or change headphones or different speakers. Listen, like if you listen to it out of the computer speakers and in the headphones, then on the computer speakers it's like, and then it's like, okay, I need to turn the bass down. Like it's just so different now. Jalen says he didn't mix that, but it's on his leaks page, and his leaks page is the page is where he mixes
He
things.
didn't mix it, but he leaked it.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
We're on to you.
How much dollars a good mic usually costs? 90? Not even. What? How much does a 58 cost? $99? 89?
I
Probably.
think I
I'd
literally
say
got this for 100.
Yeah, 100.
100 on
And-
the yeah.
And I'm not even saying like, but this microphone is better than a Blue Snowball microphone.
I'll go with that.
But you need with this, you obviously would need a preamp.
And some EQing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's still going to sound better than a Blue Snowball. I mean, what else can we do? I mean, the Audio Technica is going to be on the high, like it's going to sound crispy and up in that area.
I
But
think
that's like $129 sometimes. Most of the time, it's on sale for $89.
Yeah. I bought a calibration microphone for myself. There's a company called Mini DSP, and it's $130, and it's a USB microphone, and it's flat. And then what's cool is that on the box, they got the serial number on the box, so you go on their website and download the correction for it, so you can actually correct that. And it's crazy that even now USB microphones are getting better. Like they're actually getting to be good microphones now. So I feel like just move away from
I feel
blue.
I feel USB microphones were all using the same capacitors from China, and they would just saying it was
Right.
different.
Yeah.
And I think people have now called them all out about it. So they're like, all right, we need to,
let's actually build these microphones.
let's actually, we're selling a name for $300 when it's the same as a Blue Snowball.
Yeah.
Jalen says, I mix some of the songs on Leak. Some songs are from my friend's studio. Main page has better studio. He is.
Get a CV mic.
Get a CV mic.
Oh, hey, Whiskey.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well. It's got more character.
I could bring my laptop, my Focusrite, and this 58 microphone, stand on a busy street corner, and mix a song better than what his music sounds like.
But I've literally got my interface in that box right there. We can go test
There's a
this
street
right
corner right there.
I could, because that's just knowledge with gain, and just like capture noise print. I mean,
Yeah.
it will sound bad, but could make it sound
Right.
where it's like, oh, okay, you know, record that on the street corner.
This guy's out here recording on street corners.
And
This
I
is a
would
test.
and I would mix in the sounds of it and make that be like, oh, is this added in ambient noise or?
Game on.
Man. I don't know.
Game on.
I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go next door. I'm gonna leave y'all with the next song because it's by Eclipse. So I wasn't gonna review it anyway.
You've already heard it.
No, I don't know if I've heard this one. Then ABEC sent over something, so we got that
Cool.
ABEC.
All right.
So Eclipse sent over a track called
Streetcar
I think
music,
it's-
new genre. Do it.
Yeah, Eclipse sent over something called Break Time. He says, "Yo, I have decided to get into album mode.
How many?
Triggered.
17 songs?
I decided
30 songs?
I decided to get into album mode for the next few months.
He's going to lock himself away and make people forget that he exists.
I've been really inspired. I've been really inspired to create a full electronic dance tape. I'm putting a few drum and bass songs, UKG and house, as well as Jersey Club, Chicago footwork songs together. So a dance. Yeah, okay. Electronic dance. Okay, cool. Not EDM, but electronic dance. Okay. He says trying to put those songs together, and he really think he's on to something. Honestly, SoundCloud is kind of boring these days with a lot of soul trap. I'm a piano mixes, flooding the algorithm. I love both and can make both, but I'm looking to take a different approach in my sound next year. Let me know what you think of this track. Okay, this track is called Break Time.
What's up, Nandrum? What's up, Weatherman Dan?
Yeah, let's check this one out. Break Time. Let me see if I got a text because that mix should have been stopped by now. No, I got a text that says thank you. So
Still going. All right.
all right, it's probably not, but
Whatever you did,
yeah,
we appreciate it.
Hopefully, he showed up over there.
just
It's just on loop. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just 10 people sitting in a quiet room.
You know.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
This is Gran Turismo opening music.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
This is definitely Gran Turismo.
Uh-huh.
Any racing game.
Purple, green. Purple,
The
green.
soundtrack to me driving home tonight.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
This is Jungle. What's dope? It's like real dope.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. And Weatherman Dan is here. I wonder what he thinks.
It's got that Eclipse kick to it.
The clip kick. But
Eclipse kick.
Yeah, I want this.
yeah, this is good.
Just waiting.
Stabby.
I'ma steal it.
There it is. This makes Dan very happy.
We hacked into the Kawaii mainframe.
I think I need a break.
Midnight Club too.
Yeah.
I need a 10-hour mix of this.
On loop. Ooh, there you go.
Liko Sama's in the building. Shouts out to them. Weatherman Dan says, whoever made this, Eclipse made this, by the way. He said, whoever made this, play with panning the vocals during that part, make it fun and glitchy. That part meaning the and the womp womp womp.
Weatherman Dan says he submitted a WMD.
Excellent.
I have no notes on this, technically. I really enjoyed it. And I really, really enjoyed that bass wub.
Yeah, that
Yes.
dub.
Mm-hmm.
Womp womp womp. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I want more.
Well, you have to wait for the album to come out. Because
in 2025.
you have to wait for the full album to come out nowadays.
Got to make
Yeah.
artwork.
Yeah, he
It's
has
got to make music videos.
Yeah, it has to be the whole shebang before you can consume a little of the shebang.
Come on, Eclipse.
A taste of the shebang.
Yeah. Before you can get some of the tip, he got to give you the whole thing. Okay.
We shallowing now. We shallowing.
The Whiskey Way says probably just needed a stronger drop, to be honest. Chosen Elite says that made me think of Miami for some reason. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think of Miami at all.
Miami racing
No.
game.
I just think Midnight Club
Mm-hmm.
or Gran Turismo
Yeah.
or just driving. But
Just sitting there trying to figure out your transmission ratios.
but
Yes.
well, yeah, I drive to this.
Wheelie. Just flat wall going forward.
Speaking of music videos, I got a track with a music video dropping in January. I'm working, man. Let me live. All right. All right. I mean, I was shooting shits where I was like, Nick won't be able to hear this until until what? What we shooting for? August 2024?
2025.
That's when the album drops.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Just Adam, thank you, Lord. 0224. I don't know what that is.
That is February 2024.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
supposed to be when
Guess we'll find
the
out.
album's releasing, or when
I'm so
the
curious.
video for a different song is releasing?
Need for Speed Heat.
I don't even remember what Need for Speed Heat soundtrack sounds like. I didn't play too much of it.
I mean, you said Gran Turismo,
Yeah.
and that just set me off.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I played a lot of Hot Pursuit, but we're talking 90.
Yeah.
That's that early 2001. I don't even think they had music in Hot Pursuit. Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
What's on the list, and do you think I will be played? Probably. We don't have that many people on the list. Well, Eclipse, that track is great. I'm not a fan of the whole like album creation thing. I think just put
For
things out,
reasons.
make videos for it, do what you got to do for it, and then just keep them going, because then it makes it just consistent. But you got your idea and your plan, so go ahead and do what you got to do. Yeah. Anything, Nick? Anything? Anybody else wants to add?
I've got nothing aside from I love it, and I'd like to play on something if you have room.
Joe Fish says, my 2 cents is that you should make an album if that's what you want.
Yeah, that's
Live your life.
yeah.
Live your life.
That's exactly what I said.
There you go.
Not a fan of it, but
Business-wise,
not a fan.
marketing-wise.
Anybody can do whatever they want to do.
Speaking of which, look who we have next.
Oh yeah.
Some asshole named Mr. Altissimo.
Some asshole named
Yeah.
Mr. Altismo wanted a big old project in mind, but I understand time. No, make it a big project. I'm telling you, 45 tracks, a 3-sided album.
Yeah. So up next we got our very own Mr. Altismo here, who is sitting right next to us. He submitted this track. It's called Brick Ballads, Houston Street. Isn't this a big O flip?
I wouldn't call it a flip. I'd call it a cover.
Okay, Big O cover. He said, this is near 1-to-1 cover of the original from Big O, but I added some extra ambiance to it as well.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a refix.
The definitions.
There we go.
The definitions.
It's a rework.
It's
right?
a re-
It's a rework.
It's a cover rework, reflip, edition 3, ambiance edition.
It says Mr. Altismo bricked up.
That's a cask of Amontillado, actually.
Weatherman Dan says he'll be doing 3 EPs in 2024. I'm not. I love
excited for
EPs. I'm okay with EPs. That's the thing I tell you to do, is EPs. Just the whole album thing. You
Bless
know,
you.
I'm releasing an EP soon.
Altismo bricked up.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. It's a mix.
It's a
mix,
mix.
but it's
gonna have a music video.
Yeah, it's all, and that's all coming out. It's three of them.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about this.
Yeah, that's coming out soon. The video, once the videos are done, then it's out, and you'll be able to just consume all 3.
Prove it, Nan.
Nando says I'm doing 7 albums next year. Okay.
50 songs each.
You know, and like it's
350
songs. It's always interesting
total.
to me why people get upset when I ask them why, and then when I'm like, why? Because I'm like, okay.
It's because I feel like when you're in your teens, all you do is listen to albums because big bands put out albums because they've put out 8 albums before and they did EPs. So you just get to see the end product of bands putting out albums. So you think albums is the way. And then somebody comes along and says, but that's why. And then you're like, I don't have an answer because I was raised on albums.
Nah, I get the satisfaction of starting something and completing it. I get that satisfaction of starting a project, completing it, putting it out, and stuff like that. But outside of that, I'm just like, why?
I'm about to say either that, or I'll also do the young folk actually confuse EP with albums and call everything albums.
I do that. Any recording that I do is an album, so there's that.
Just like anytime anyone sees any sort of drum anywhere, they call them congas. matter what.
Abex says, not gonna lie, I made stupid money off people actually buying my albums from iTunes. However, that's rare. Okay.
I mean,
so people can also buy singles off iTunes, right? So you can put all your singles into something that's an album, and they download all your singles as albums as well as download singles.
you're making sense.
So
Stop doing that.
That's
Stop doing that.
So that's what, just like when I
Or
ask
the man
people
Dan
why,
says, I got 40 booty jams mixes by the end of the fiscal year.
I usually when somebody's like, I'm doing this for me, I don't argue that. When they're
Right.
like, I'm doing this for me, it's like, all right, cool, if that's your response. But usually when I ask them why, it's met with, well, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. And it's like,
And there's not a reason for it. It's just because.
Yeah.
and it's like that's literally them saying the same thing, but it's like, why are you so aggressive? I literally just,
Why are you asking me?
Yeah, I just asked you why. So now we see that ego's caught up in it.
Yeah.
Because now you feel like I've questioned your entire being. When it's like, no, I'm just asking you, like, why? So why are we doing this? What's the point? Oh man, fuck man, I've been my whole fucking life. Why is Weatherman Dan calling me when he could just type in the chat room?
Is he really?
Yes.
I feel like every time we talk about this, he calls you. And I know what he's going to say. He's going to say, shut the fuck up.
Yep. Abex said, wait, let me see. Josiah says, I agree with you in the case of albums that are truly nothing more than a collection of desperate, loosely connected tracks.
Never going to get said.
Don't. And then Abex says, don't get me wrong, dog. It was just a bunch of records that made sense together.
See, I think that's a good reason to make an album. If
Yeah,
you make a
theme.
piece of work that is a piece of work, release it as an album. If it's a piece of work that goes well together, still calling you.
Yes. And you're on a delay. Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down. Dan. Turn the radio down. Okay. We're doing.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the actual fuck up. No one is getting anywhere. Play goddamn Mr. Altismo's song. I want to hear it. Fuck. Holy goddamn shit.
Dan, I love you.
Please on life. We understand You're a guy who likes smaller projects. The attention span is as small as the pinky on my toe. Shut the fuck up. Holy God. I just got home and I opened up the fucking desktop. What is John doing? Oh, he's shitting on albums. Oh, what the fuck's new? I think that's just a fucking way of life at this point. Fuck. Hi.
Thanks for calling,
All
Dan.
right. Like I was saying, Aaron Yeager says, but for an artist with a vision of an album that's greater than the sum of its parts, blah, blah, blah. He says, an album is the only means to convey the message, blah, blah, blah. You can still do that with singles. Thank you. So when you create an album, right? When you create an album, you're creating individual songs for that album that means something, right?
Yes.
And then you release it.
Yeah.
And then you later on package them together.
That's an album.
The same thing.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying. Yes, I get the idea of creating like I'm saying, I created something like that. I've done mixed series. I've done it all. You know, it's the same thing.
It's the same.
In this day and age.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
all right.
Yeah. So I think it's the expectation to release a bunch of work all at once, and it's like, no, you don't have to have that expectation.
If you want to,
go
want, by any means, do
just
it.
Be prepared
It's just like,
for an uphill battle.
I'm just the guy who will ask why.
Yeah.
And I also, and
then you get phone calls.
I'm a guy.
Shut the fuck up.
And it's not even that I don't like consuming albums or whatever. It's just the people's album I listen to is like somebody who I'm anticipating. Like QnA is coming out with a new one.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if you put in your time and you put in your albums, then you can start making albums. But if you have an expectation of putting out an album to get started, like you're building an uphill battle.
But I also would be okay if every single song that was on QnA's album came out as singles.
It cuts both ways.
And then later on it was just one thing where you could listen to the entire thing all the way through. I would be completely fine.
Man, you're right.
Then when our powers combine, we get Nick.
It is the QnA. No, it's coincidence.
QnA, yeah. Yeah. There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, let's check
We
this one out.
solved the universe.
Check this one out by Nick. It's called Brick Ballads.
It is also an Av.
It is Houston Street.
Av.
It's an Av file.
It is.
The W sounds like an H. It's a half.
Nothing is wanting to be previewed today. Oh, because they're all WAV files. All the tracks have been WAV files recently.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. We got that way for the live show too.
High quality.
That's some high quality.
So it's going to take a while.
So
Why'd you do this track?
Later.
No. So why'd you do this track?
So obviously, we're all fans of Cowboy Bebop.
Yes.
I've been trying to go back and find the show for a while because I'd always been a fan of the show, but it's nowhere. Found it, and I heard this first track, and I was like, I'm going to play this.
It's me.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're not wrong. And you only hear 30 seconds of it in the show, so I'm like...
This is from Cowboy Bebop or
This
Big O?
No, that's from Big O.
Okay, okay. Because I was about to say, wait.
Yeah, but then like the whole thing from Cowboy Bebop to Big O, Steve Bloom, same voice actor for the main characters and all that. And
I need to go back and watch Big O, though. I need to.
It's good.
Big O.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in years. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the name of the fucking city that they live in?
What's up, Mario?
Paradigm.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how we recorded it, actually.
It's the only time Dilverb sounds good.
Right?
Yeah. I think I use like a 3-second reverb. I think.
It's perfect.
You played the keys too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, so I went and transcribed the sax part, the piano part, and played everything well on my digital keyboard and then obviously on the sax. And for the ambience part, I don't know if anyone, I couldn't really hear it in my headphones, but I added like actual like car noise, like city like driving
No,
noise.
I only heard the rain. I didn't hear the cars.
Yeah, so there's like a kind of like a
Okay.
Kinda thing.
I thought I was hearing shit outside.
no, so that's actually car noise.
Okay.
Yeah, so I actually added that in there because I have a subscription to Epidemic Sounds, so
Mhm.
all the good old noise background stuff that you want. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna add that in because whenever I was redoing this, I was literally thinking about the actual scene of it, and I was kind of like,
Wasn't he standing out in? Wasn't it raining?
Yeah.
so
And
it
the
was
car's
already-
driving
but-
by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, yeah. Literally, the first 30 seconds of the show is literally him driving to the negotiation to get the daughter back, but it's the android and Dorothy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you only get 30 seconds of it, but still, that's what I was visualizing. So yeah, Yardo. So see Nick standing under a street light with a fedora and a still cam. So it's funny is I actually made a video for this. I'll put the link in the Discord later on. But I actually got some B-roll and all that and do it.
Are you standing in the shower?
No, no.
Because that would give
Like
you
a
the
green
reverb
screen.
effect. That it
No, so and that's a fun thing too, because like I told y'all I just moved house to Oviedo, and so
No shirt, fedora.
pretty much. But no, so like this new place I'm in now, there's like carpet everywhere, so it's so dead in my room. So I had to actually build it out to where it actually sounded real again.
Okay.
So that was fun learning, not learning, but experimenting with that. But yeah, that and then the chain on the saxophone was just pitch correction, EQ, 3-stage compression, de-esser at the end of it.
Yes.
Yeah. It was the right choices.
And then I think I did like a sort of 76-ish style something EQ, something at the very end of it.
On the master?
No, on the channel itself. I didn't want to do it to everything.
Yeah. Did you do anything on the master?
I limited because I'm an idiot like that.
I wouldn't have. I heard the hard part about a track like that is that rain is a form of white noise. And so when you have frequencies that are in that band, you hear the rain drop out and it sounds like sidechain compression. But I would want that rain to stay consistent because it's a soundscape.
Okay.
So if it was part of if it was built in, like it was part of the beat, part of the track, it would be okay, like squishing and getting out of the way. But on something like that, you want it to be consistent and spacious.
We're skinwalkers, even though we're saying everybody's saying is good, and then Mr. Sir is like, "Don't listen to them." I guess he means it's bad.
Something like that.
Yeah,
No, but the real win for me though is it's already up on YouTube and all that. So
True.
But the cool thing is I've not seen any copyright claims come in except for the B-roll that I actually have permission to use.
Okay.
So they don't detect the music of it at all.
That's
so
funny.
I'm like, perfect.
Well, it is very nice. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm going to steal this.
Yes, I did it.
I'm going to
You
steal
made the
that.
cut.
Yeah.
I fucking did it.
Yeah. I will purchase that track from you
Purchase
by downloading it for free.
But let's see that. Everything else.
It is nice, man. It's super sexy.
Yeah, it
I
is.
love it.
Yeah.
It like when you said Cowboy Bebop, because there is a part in Cowboy Bebop. I think when the kid is playing sax in the club. I don't know what track that is. Even when you look for the...
because that's the other one I recorded that I sent to the stream probably about a year or so ago.
Okay, I don't remember
It's,
that.
Good Night, Julia.
Okay, is it
yeah.
on? It's not on the OST, is it?
No.
Yeah, and that's one that every time I hear it, I'm like, God damn.
Mark knows
like-
that wasn't a kid.
Yeah, you got to go.
Well,
rip
yeah, I
for
mean, yeah, no, he wasn't a kid, but
No.
you know. Oh, what about the guy, like the guy who got messed up in the war when he was in the
He
club?
played sax. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same,
That's-
it's the same exact one you're thinking of.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because the kid was a harmonica player.
Yeah.
Spoilers. The show's been out for how fucking long?
What?
I about to say,
Headquarters like, spoiler alert. It's
Oh.
like, just watch the fucking show.
yeah, I about to say, if you haven't watched it and you're here, then why are you here? But no,
Yeah.
but stay here, but then go watch it.
A lot of people don't get to those episodes in Cowboy Bebop. They barely get past when Ed gets introduced.
Oh,
Have you
because
noticed that?
Ed
Wow.
is like
Ed's like
is
episode 7,
yeah,
8.
6 or 7.
But why?
But because they're
'Cause
like
it's 6 or 7.
because they're like the first 5 episodes are not cohesive.
Well, I mean, like,
yeah, they're independent.
Yeah.
and
yeah,
then
I
they
about to say, it's a
establish
huge,
Vicious.
like overarching.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
people are like, well, they're bored usually because they're just like, oh, it's just why am I watching them chase a dog around town?
Well, it's
all day.
because they have the attention spans of Weatherman Dan's pinky toe.
No, I mean, I think so. A lot of people who are new to
The
Cowboy
callback.
Bebop, it's just
Yes.
it's not like the anime they're used to consuming. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they're watching it surface level. They're not watching the undertones of like, yo, like, look at the emotion in the very first episode where she's like, I'm never going to leave this planet. And she shoots her own husband in the head. Oh my God. Like, it's
Yep.
and like, it's such a short scene, but there's so much emotion in that. And people
Mhm.
would just watch it and it's just like, oh, okay.
And that track
That
is
happened.
Spaceline.
Oh, that's a beautiful one too.
Yeah, that's on
Oh
the
my
list.
God. That's a beautiful one as
Samurai
well.
Champloo thoughts.
Samurai Champloo's fire as well.
Yeah, I like Samurai Champloo.
But a lot of people don't get through that either because it's 15 episodes of like silly, and then it's like, oh, this shit's getting real.
Yep, and they're gonna fight again.
But also, I saw it way earlier. But Dan, I'd love to play on something. I just need some sort of reference because I can't read your mind.
Yeah, Weatherman Dan said because he was saying that he would love to have Nick on to play some saxophone over his stuff. So maybe I'll give you Weatherman Dan's phone number since he keeps calling me. I guess he wants me to give it out.
You can
Well-
you can call him randomly and just be like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yep. I always put it out there. I'm happy to play for stuff. I just need references and a little bit of time. I actually, Nandrum, since you're here, I've been trying to get at you. I sent you a demo a while back. Haven't heard back from you.
Yeah.
Oh, Nandrum's about to make up something, an excuse.
Nick got the blick. Whatever. Okay, that's a word.
Weatherman Dan says give you his number. Okay, so I will. And then Aaron Yeager says I'm looking for someone who plays sax.
I think you may have found
You're
him.
looking at him.
Yeah.
Or one person who can do it.
Yeah, so hit him up. He's in the Discord, or maybe I can connect Fours on Instagram or something like that. He is Mr. Autismo on everything.
Yeah.
Altissimo.
Artistimo.
Brand labeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solidarity.
If you Google him, you'll find him even under that.
It's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just making that up.
I'm gonna
but
do it right now.
Maybe.
No.
What's the artist name, Nick? Can you type that in the chat room? Or?
I mean, I'll type in Word, and then you could look at my username, and it's the exact same thing across all platforms ever.
2 S's. Tissy.
Mr. Altissimo.
Tissimo.
Look, you're the first one that comes up.
Nicolas Cage. How many times have you gotten that in your life?
I mean, hey, if people call me Nick the Cage, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
There are worse Nicks out there.
I don't know. Nicolas Cage that's a guy.
I mean, successful.
Have you? Did those movies make money?
I mean,
He has some money.
Oh.
well,
He's
I mean,
related to somebody famous, right?
I think he just takes
Yeah.
any role.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage is him from Powerpuff Girls. And I won't stand for the slander. Okay.
Oh, Nandrum, I never got that message, so I don't know. Nick 30? What? Well, I'm 33, but I appreciate you calling me younger than I am.
Nicolas Cage was in Mandy. All is forgiven. I don't think I've seen Mandy. I don't know what that is. Nandrum says, once I rob the school, I will merge both tracks in post.
Can you name your track Once I Rob the School?
And then Whiskey says, Nandrum, you never sent me the Kurt Franklin verse. Nandrum, I guess, is backed up. Nick 30, a YouTuber. I don't.
Oh, that must
Nick
be
at 30. Yeah.
that must be a content creator name. I'm assuming.
Oh.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
So up next we have
But thank y'all for the love, though. I appreciate it.
we have Adrian, aka Adrian the Jaeger.
or as we said earlier, Josiah.
Yeah. Is it? No, it's not. It's not Josiah, right?
No, you
But
said
you said
Josiah.
it.
Oh. Yeah. he will never.
Joseph Fish.
Drink water, y'all. Hydrate or dehydrate.
Is it Joseph Fish?
It's Joe Fish.
It's Joe Fish. Okay, I need your parents on this stream because I need to know the origin and the reason. Like Joe Fish
Joe Fish.
put together.
All one word.
Yeah, like in school they were like Joe Fish Jaeger. His last name's Jaeger, isn't it?
Fucking no.
I think it is Jaeger.
His middle name is Adrian.
My middle name is Adrian.
So, Joe Fish, what's your last name and then the
And-
social?
Yeah, and your credit card number.
Yeah,
Okay,
CVV and all that.
So his name is Joe. So maybe I'll just call him Joe. God damn it. Joe Jaeger. His
Joe
last name
Fish.
is Jaeger. I'm 1,000% sure he said that.
I'll have to check the Discord, but if he joins the server, I'm going to change it to Joe Jaeger just for you.
Joe Jaeger?
Yeah, just for you.
Okay. He still won't answer if his last name is Jaeger. Because I think it is.
Also because I've been up here not really paying attention.
Yeah, I gambled it all away.
No. I'm dropping a Discord link in there,
Oh,
but then I'll
do
gamble
that.
everything
Yeah.
because
He said you'll never.
You'll never know.
Yeah, his last name's Jaeger. Spelt with a Y, though, instead of a J.
my God, I won.
Yeah. Yay!
But that can't be
Or
it, though. It's Wednesday. I have to
All
lose
right.
everything.
Somebody's in the other one.
So Joe sends over a track. He says, wanted to send something a bit different this time, around to show some breath. Intro track from a mostly done unreleased 17-track album of mine.
Do it.
That I worked on from 2019 to 2023
It didn't exist for those years.
until I started becoming interested in making purely acoustic music. This one's very short, at least, so it's never released, okay?
It's an ongoing project.
You know, I will hold I will hold
Gonna
all
have Dan come back and
you know.
he like left real quick and then he's gonna pop back
Yeah,
in and
Dan
here's
will-
Q like, and that's why
Dan will
you
be
don't
like,
do albums.
play the song. You know. All right, let's check it out. It's a perennial. I think I said that right.
Yeah,
Also an AV file.
but something very, very different.
It's an AV file.
It is really being a bitch today.
Yeah, shouts out to who was that who said it's wave, it's not AV or WAV. Deadify. He's probably like, why are they calling it that? Is it something I don't know?
They're changing it. It's not called Laugh.
Now Dan says don't make fun of him.
It's a singles world.
It's my life,
Right?
Deadify. My life.
Falling apart.
Love it.
I'm afraid I won't be here long. I think I'll try one last time for you, but I can't keep doing this. Every time that autumn falls, I find myself
Thank you for doing exactly what you just did.
where I started from.
Opens up.
You everything will change. Something's got to come to me if I try a little harder.
Nice. Flutters.
Good lord. What?
Oh,
Clean.
Oh,
Why do you tease us?
I feel so disappointed, man. Oh my
Clean.
god.
I'm okay with it.
I mean,
like it.
I feel like I will grow to be okay with it, but like my first impression is like, why
I
did it
want
stop?
more.
Yeah.
It was like it felt like it felt like it was supposed to drop into something else, and it just stopped.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger. Somebody, the producer on Facebook. How do you submit? I'm gonna give you the link in the chat room. Y'all, go ahead.
That was you did exactly what it needed. I was waiting for that frequency to open up, and then the timing was great. I was not expecting that ending. I think that this track really shows musicianship. I really do. An understanding of production. There's like two complete different forms of production on this, and it's done well and it's done tasteful. You said this is intro track?
Yeah.
Track? Yeah. All right.
But still, leave me at the end with.
One solid, conclusive.
It's like that stress and release almost. Like for this one, 100% makes sense. Any other track, yeah, you need that release. Like phrasing, boom. But yes.
Yeah. If there was one thing that I would have added, and if this is done, then it's done. This is just literally me. I would have done like little, like Fisher Price bells, like the little Fisher Price xylophone set, little ding, ding right in the beginning, buried deep, just to give it a little bit of transient to catch your ear. There's just a sound. Oh, there is a xylophone. Then it's buried. Yeah, okay.
There we go.
It's
yep.
buried. All right. So I would say maybe unburied just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's my only note.
Either that or try, because I did a little bit with this with my track, but I tried about like 4 different types of pianos until I was like, I'm going to combine them. But you could also try things like a glockenspiel as well. It's more in the higher register. So if it's range wise, if it's more in the middle, then that could be it. But if it's a higher frequency, it's going to cut through easier as well. So you could do that. But I fucking love every bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I want, but it's still being worked on. So I want it whenever it comes out.
He said Glockenspiel blast through the mix. Yeah.
I'm just kind of bring it down.
Nandrum says, not going to lie, that's got to be the song of the night that was busting.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like the songs of the night are building.
Yeah.
All right. The producer says, awesome, submitted. Okay, cool. We got a little bit of people in front of you. So just hang around and, keep chatting. You see the chats on the screen. There's people talking in different chat rooms, so you can join and hang out and stuff. Oh, man. I love it. Weatherman Dan was like, if this is on an album, he understands why it just stopped. If it's an intro album.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the intro album, usually the second album or the second song, the intro song, the second song will just come right in, so it doesn't feel like you're kind of left hanging if it's an album, unless you put a pause
like
in between. Unless you put a pause in between the next one, and it's just white noise, then you feel left hanging. But I like it.
Joe Fish, if you want something fun to look at, the first band that I ever worked on for a record label, the band is called Inkwell, all one word, and they have silly names. So there's a song called Pink, ? No, what about Whimsical? And this is what a Fisher Price bells sound like. It plays. There's like a not ringiness to it.
Yeah.
It's very dead.
Like a muted xylophone?
Yeah.
It's very, very much a toy.
Yeah, so that's why I was very specific about that. But
Honestly, some toy sounds are just fire. Like if you record
mhm.
them.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, like,
well,
Like
so the album that I worked on, we went to this studio out in Bithlo. Some rich dude bought a house, gutted it, put a studio in it, had thousands of dollars worth of microphones, like hundreds of thousands. He had a match pair of Gefels, which are probably worth about 50 grand each. And so we put them in XY and recorded a fucking Fisher Price for that album
I
too.
don't know. My niece would get a bunch of musical stuff for Christmas, and I'd sit there and like make stuff with all the musical things. It'll be just fire.
Yeah.
I'm like these sounds you don't get.
Right?
From
That's exactly
anything.
it. Like, make your own sound. Make it up as you go.
I'm like, these sounds aren't bad. They're
Mhm.
just like, I don't know, when it's baby sounds, I don't know. They just make them more like high-end frequencies. Like,
like
it's
tuning
all
isn't
yeah.
important, just sound. Yeah.
Yeah, so I literally did the same thing because I, like Tibetan singing bowls, like the big copper bowls. That
Oh,
use
yeah.
for meditation.
Yeah.
So I literally made a keyboard sample out of like those,
Mm.
like for each, like a whole sample
That's
board
wild.
for each bell that I have.
Uh-huh.
Loved it.
What's
wild.
What's Whiskey talking about? He says you can make the sound with a sine wave, really fast attack, no release, and short hold with a 30 SC in FL.
Side chain.
What sound are you talking about? Because the xylophone sound?
I'm
If he's talking about
curious.
like you can get it to sound like muted. The bell. So he's talking like the xylophone
Okay.
sound, like the toy sound.
Mhm. Okay, interesting. So it becomes a
That's me.
And our time is up, folks.
Yeah. So Joe says he's not in the Discord, but Joe also says that the album that he is unreleased that he's been working on since 2019 to 2023, it's 17 tracks, an hour and 30 minutes, and it's still unreleased.
Woo!
I mean, his songs are some of the most complex that I've heard.
They are fire.
Yeah.
They are.
Well,
You think the world will be able to hear them?
I mean, I'll definitely at least listen to that first track and the one immediately after it.
Hey, we're lucky.
So where's your water ball?
We never got it.
Where's your water ball?
We're
Where's
lucky
your water
though.
ball? This is a band. This is how I met Nick. This is a band right here, ESK-esque. How long was theirs? 14 songs?
No, it was like 10 songs maybe.
It was longer than that. It was a
Well,
lot.
well,
It was
I'm gonna look it up.
incredibly complex. Another production. And then they spent 6 months on it. And that was crazy. And then they spent about 4 minutes on marketing. So we made how many songs?
Well, I mean, you got
there
Weatherman
somewhere.
Dan in the chat room telling him to cut it down to make it shorter. Weatherman Dan, who just said shut the fuck up, let them do it if they want to, is in the chat room talking about that's way too long, cut it down.
So for some reason, they deleted it off my phone. So I don't know why I did that. But I'm going to look it up right now. 'cause
I
it
mean,
should
I
be on
have
iTunes still.
I have the album.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It's in my
I-
Dropbox.
Yeah, I've got 2 physical albums in my closet.
This is why I just don't even have a conversation, because anytime I say anything, I get
Shut the fuck up.
like it's like everybody wants to jump me, and it's like I can hold my own. Y'all can put the hands up if y'all want to, but then as the stream goes on, everybody's like, hold up a second.
Oh,
That is actually way too fucking long. It's been 6 years and it hasn't come out yet. Can you release a song, or put 1 or 2 songs out and then release it, right? Like, give the people something.
this is insane.
This is
17 songs.
This is amazing.
You're crazy.
You should cut 7 songs off
Yeah.
of that. Never release those. Release the 10. And
Dead of Eyes says, I'm so scared to drop an album because the average listener retention is 4 seconds. That's what we're saying.
well,
That's what we're saying.
oh, I forgot we had another
Oh,
camera.
hey.
Forgot we had a different
Oh,
camera angle.
hi.
Just
It needs to
click
be
it down
it's-
by 1.
It's blown out in a but hey, we're going to get it. Shouts out to Kim setting up that side angle.
Oh, I know why I didn't immediately show on my phone, because the artist name changed over to Sir Eel from Ask.
Contrast cooking. Yo.
Oh, did he change the name?
Fried everybody.
Someone did.
No, he did. Good for him.
Joe Fish says, I have a very hard line philosophy on this. All right. Throw philosophy in the chat room.
I think that we talked about his philosophy at some point.
Oh. Let's talk about it again.
Nice.
Philosophy is needed.
So it's a total of 12 tracks.
12.
Weatherman Dan says, if you want an example on what John wants, look up Joyner Lucas. Don't look up Joyner Lucas. Look up Joyner Lucas' ADHD album. He wants you to release 9 singles and maybe add like 4 skits and 2 other songs on that. I have absolutely no idea. I mean, other people have done it exactly what I'm talking. Maybe Joyner Lucas has done it too, but other people have done it as well. And I'm not even talking about people who are major. I'm talking about people who are about to or who start bubbling. They'll release 3 songs. They start pop. Sexy Red did it.
I don't know who that is.
I mean, but Ice Spice did it.
Okay.
Ice Spice made all like 5, 6 singles, and then that just became her album.
Well, I mean,
and it, with an extra 1 or 2 songs on it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like the same thing. The Deer Hunter, one of my favorite bands, did the kind of sort of similar same thing with the Spectrum, which is an album of EPs all smashed together.
Pound Town.
Now, granted, you can still make songs that, you know, with the idea. You can make all these songs with the idea that it will eventually be an album and it will tell a story. So that way, when the album does release, you tell that story.
Right.
You're like, hey, listen to it back to back. I've added a little bit more, or like in between to connect the blah 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 blahs. This is telling the story of my life.
That's
blah
the
blah blah
longest
blah,
way to
blah,
hear
blah 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 blah.
Connect the dots.
Yeah.
Connect the blah 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 blahs.
Connect the WAVs.
Connect the WAVs.
All right, so we'll go to the next song if everybody's cool with
I'm cool.
Joe Fish.
That was a fun song.
It was great.
Want more?
Maybe, hopefully, you know, there'll be some more. You can bless us with some more.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Again, best say the Discord server link is in there as well, so please join. We have cookies.
We have cookies.
I'm going to just ignore what Nandrum said.
Why?
I also don't know.
I
the
don't have
reference
the
it goes
hair
out
for
to.
that.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense what he just said. Joe Yeager says, I have a lot of unreleased music. That's, you know.
An archive
You'll
is
be
an
back.
archive.
He said, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Well, guys, keep tuning in so you can hear some Joe music. You only hear it here.
You only we got the exclusive.
Hey, exclusive Joe Yeager music coming up next week.
Fade to black. Nice.
You already know. Okay, let's check this one out by Chosen to Lead. After Chosen to Lead, we got Deadify, and then we got Abeck, if Abeck's still around. Then Weatherman Dan. Then I think Lil Rob K is
The producer?
Yeah. Man, I think he's a guy from Facebook.
All right, we got one.
If he's still hanging out here, I haven't seen him pop in the chat room in a while. He probably was like, they ain't going to play me next. I just submitted it. Fuck them. I'm about to X this out. So we're going to listen to Chosen to Lead.
Play my song.
Send over this track called Journey, I think. He said, let the song play out before criticism. Woo!
It's almost like he's watched the street now.
Oh, my God.
He knows.
Let the song play before criticism. Why?
If I need to say something, I'm going to say it right now.
No, for real, why?
It's our criticism. We want it now.
The question of the night is why?
Yeah, no, for real. Like, let the song play out before criticism and let it play to the end. It gets good. Sorry if I'm asking for too many demands. But why, for real? Just the flow. No, I mean, it sounds arrogant. No, it doesn't sound arrogant. I'm legitimately wondering why. Because on this stream, this is our very first time hearing it. So you're getting honesty.
Yep.
If within 10 seconds I'm like, I don't like this, I'll turn it off because of blah, 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 that's as real as it's going to get.
Mm-hmm.
There's no point. If that's my real initial reaction, you need to hear that. And that's just being real.
I'm tired. I'm saying stupid. Yeah.
No, you're not saying stupid shit.
Nah, but
you're good.
If he had a good reason, I would be like, all right, I'll shut the fuck up. And that's what I'm on. Like, if there's a good reason for me to shut the fuck up, I will shut the fuck up.
Fuck. F-U-Y-U-K.
I'm standing on business. Just check this out.
This chair is very wobbly.
Yeah, we're on a hill right now.
That's an image right there.
The song's name is Journey. Smooth, chill, hard, tight beat. Rap beat, instrumental, 2023, hard beat, free.
Something metadata.
Dan, people do need to shut the fuck up at times, but also when I'm on the platform I fucking created, I need a reason to shut the fuck up. Because if I shut the fuck up, then nothing would be happening.
What if Busta Rhymes came out of nowhere on this track?
Oh, Dan. Dan says, John, okay, don't shut the fuck up, but that forehead shiny. Please face that away from the light. Yeah, you know, I know these things about myself. The bigger the forehead, the bigger the wee-wee, okay? If you didn't know.
I thought that was feet.
No.
Ah, okay. Well, you learned something.
Your fingers.
The Whiskey Way says, sounds like 2006 trap in my opinion. Okay. So what I'll say about this is the guy I think we told to go down the Memphis Funk rabbit hole, which I think he, especially at the end, I think he did a pretty good job of doing that. This is encompassing that, especially with like how it all like that, the distortion and stuff sounds. One thing I will say though, and the reason, and I think Whiskey is on this as well, these sounds.
Yeah, that
these
kick.
These sound, the kick, the hi-hat and everything like that just sounds like stock FL Studio VT. I think it's VD.
VST.
No, I think they call it like VD 808 kick. Even though this isn't the 808,
gotcha,
this is like
gotcha.
the 404 or something like that. But it sounds like those types of sounds. So I would just recommend looking up sound packs when it comes to those kicks and drums, and maybe add like something like that. If you're using Fruity Loops, honestly, the Fruity Reverb will like make it sound better. Yeah, because like these, like this is just what makes it sound dated to me, in my opinion.
So Chosen, what's your DAW of preference or choice?
Camera's blinking. And I have a thought too. Can you play that from right where it is? And then play it from the same distance, but from the end. About right there, yeah. Yeah, see, I think they should start the song.
Like it should start like.
I think it should start with that
like
because it's already more interesting.
Like those distorted sounds.
Yeah, yeah.
Shuffle and the kick and
stuff.
And
you have everything laid out, and it's got more shuffle to it. And then because this takes so long to get started that I'm like, 2016. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So like what you were saying is like let it play so you can hear the end. I think you should start with that and then use that like literally just take the end, put it at the beginning, and then let everything shuffle down because now you've got a verse where it's like pulled back and people can do whatever on it.
Yeah. So like there's this part, like what's going on at this part? Like, it sounds like you got something that's going. I don't know if those are vocals that you distorted or whatever, but if they are vocals that you distorted, put just those vocals here in the beginning. Without all that kicks, without the hi-hats, without all of that stuff. Then start bringing in, like, the hi-hats, the kicks, and stuff like that. Like, so if it's like... And then you can get into, like... Well, it still hasn't, you know...
Right.
Then you can get into the 808 kick and stuff like that.
Yeah. The only other thing I was kind of... not messing with me, but just like maybe a personal preference is like the keys that we're using maybe have something that has a bit more like more articulate attack to it.
Transient.
Yeah. It just sounds a little like not muddy, but kind of too soft. If that makes sense.
I feel like everything, all the decisions in this have like a softness. Like even that kick is not like pop, it's like
like a more committed sound. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, or intentional. I'm probably
True.
crazy.
No, I got you.
So, I mean, and Dan says it sounds stock, but also it sounds like it's 120 BPM, and he doesn't have to look. He's like, that's the worst part. Then Whiskey Way says, yeah, it's giving Rodeo Travis Scott to me. He says, not trying to be rude. That's just what it reminds me of. Yeah. So, you know, you can go on Reddit and find some sample packs. Again, I always recommend look up Kalen Ellis. He will always release some of his sound packs for free, but it's like a limited amount, so he'll do like 100 free downloads of it, and then after that, like just find it, or you can pay for it, or again Reddit/drum kits or whatever. You can find a bunch of standard drum kits on there, like the Lil Johnny's, all of that stuff. You might find some gems in those, but also look on YouTube, man. Some of these, or Twitch, some of these producers release sound packs. Check out some Discords and stuff. You can go down rabbit holes with that.
Yeah, I think there's not a bad idea here. I think if you just switched out the sounds to modernize it a little bit, even if it has like a 2016 feel, like essence to it, but has more modern stuff, like there's like people could use it. So obviously you're putting it out as a tight beat, so.
Yeah, and Whiskey says Kalen's stuff on Splice is really good. Yeah, he has a partnership with Splice. He says he was using it before you heard of him. Still trying to get Kalen on the stream. I think I told the story when it's like I saw him and he walked up to me talking about, I know, man. I know.
Before you say it.
Before
yeah. It was like, I know, man. I'm going to get what you want. I was like, all right, man.
Then do it.
Yeah, he was like he had to go out to L.A. and then I don't know when he's not in Florida right now, so I don't know when he'll be back. So we'll try to line him up for next year. Q said word for word what I was going to tell dude. Jinx, you owe me 1 month's rent.
Wish it was that easy.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Damn. But all in all, man, it's good. Especially going back and listening and going down that rabbit hole and incorporating some of the sounds and the feeling that you got from listening to funk. Again, I was like, what did you think about going down that rabbit hole? How did you learn anything? Do you felt as if you're like, oh, I get it now? Like,
Curious.
No. You could always say no. It's fine. Anything else? Anybody else wants to add?
I'm
to
good.
that?
I'm good to go.
All right, cool. So we'll move
What do you got?
on.
Do you have enough for everybody?
We'll move right on to Deadify. Deadify sent over a track called Hopeless. It's called Hopeless Final Master Gerard Panda Red Boy Zesto brackets 1 close brackets dot wave.
Fuck yeah.
That is the name of this
Just
song.
looking at it from here, he clicked on it and was like, "Broop."
So something for 2024, we need to make like a fuck your metadata list and then make a shirt out of it at the very end of the year.
It's just everybody fuck you.
Yes.
Particularly fuck your metadata.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then each year, new shirt.
New shirt. Hey, it played.
So Chosen says it was so ahead of his time, Memphis Funk, the old school ones. I think it's seen that way because a lot of people kind of use it and are influenced by it. So you still hear it. When you know of it, you hear it in today's stuff.
True.
You are like, aha, there, that's that.
Once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
Yeah. It's almost like the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, yep. It's the Wilhelm scream of hip hop. Space Ghost. Coast to Coast.
What are your opinions about penis music?
I need some clarification there, Dan.
Be careful without your head. Thinking out loud, can't focus. When you're around, I'm hopeless. I'm hopeless. But I wanna have control over you. But your beauty just descends multitudes. So whatever, I'll just listen to you. So what you wanna do, so what you wanna do. I'm hopeless.
I don't know why this reminds me of like Josh Pan from the SoundCloud days when Josh Pan was like active and good. Nobody knows who
I
I'm
don't
talking
know.
about.
Sorry.
I'm hopeless.
I've never heard of penis music before. I don't think I would ever search for that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Slit in my heart, you took your piece and ran off with it while I'm still on the ropes. Tell me that you're going out with somebody hopeless, like I wouldn't notice. I can't split the difference. It's too easy for me to cave in. Put my mind at ease with our conversation. Relaying messages, you're pessimistic. Don't test the waters, baby, you know what feels right. I've been right here on tight, sipping from my silver spoon. You look up to the moon and miss my crescent shaped eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, was that us or the track?
Track.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Penis music making me uncomfortable for real. You guys started it.
This was a lot of fun. It actually took a couple turns I didn't expect it to.
I was going to say this song is penis music, and then Deadify beat me to it, so there you go.
Yeah.
It's his song. He can say it.
Oh.
Sorry, continue.
No, you're good. I mean, like, we have the answer to the question of the
Yeah.
night. So, but no, whenever it just first started out, the piano on its own, I was like, all right, cool. I can dig the piano. It almost, not going to go that far, but almost had FKJ piano, like solo piano vibes. A little bit, to me. But no, it just, like I said, just kept on going further and further along. The more things I wanted, similar to whose track was it that just opened up and just did everything for us.
That was Joe Yeager.
Was it? Yeah, okay. So yeah,
Never forget, Nick.
Well, I was going by Adrian. Thank you.
He started the rumbling.
But yeah, in the same way, it kind of kept that forward momentum the entirety of the song. So that's what I really appreciated.
Deadify says it's the leading single off the album I'm about to drop.
Well, no, he said it's out though. He dropped it. Though.
Okay,
He said
all right.
He said this track is out.
I hope it's a 50-song album.
Yeah, he said this track is out though.
The album is called Penis Music.
Penis music.
Penis music is like human music, but with more penis.
I feel like penis music is music without drums. Jesus. Timing.
He said it's 15, but close to 50. Okay,
It's-
I mean, what you guys are talking.
There's a 5 in there.
Deadify, I love this.
Yeah.
I love it. It reminds me of what SoundCloud used to do a couple years ago, and they kind of abandoned it. It was like the pots and pans It was like the pots
Yeah,
and pans era. Like,
yeah.
They called it like like people made fun of it and called it Bolection because it's the bloopy Simps, like the it was that, but
It would just fill out all the.
they did it more with percussion, so it sounded like they just like, oh, they're just hitting bowls,
I love it.
which I loved, by the way. It was just funny that it got parody and they called it Bolection, but it was fire.
I say, isn't that
Monte
more like
Booker, it was, huh?
No, I was gonna say, isn't that more like chiptune?
I don't know.
Like, ish? Like, you know what I'm
Kind
saying?
of. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I could see why you think that, but I don't think it is.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But it's good because I
Monte
felt
Booker
like that
shit.
era of SoundCloud music died out too quick to the point where it's almost unheard of now.
I feel like all music goes through little waves of exactly that. Like there was a whole thing, I don't know, maybe 10 or 12 years ago where it was like the same exact idea, but they would just be hitting like parts on a car and then they'll sound replace all the drums with that or something like that. But then there's like a band that does it and then a band that tries and then that's it. That's
Yeah.
the wave.
So and when I'm saying this, it sounds like, oh, that's not saying that it's dated because SoundCloud to me is 5 to 10 years before its time.
True.
So maybe now, since you know how to do it and you've kind of perfected it because your voice sounds amazing on it and the way you did the song structure is really good, I think you can just go down that wave. And you said you released it and it's doing really well, so you're on to something.
Yeah.
Keep it going. But
Keep it going.
There are people who used to, and I'm saying this because I'm like, Josh Pan I don't even think he makes music anymore. Like there's a lot of cats who used to do this, but I don't think they make music or they've completely changed. Like Mr. Carmack delete it. Like, so what he would do every year, he would delete all his songs and then just start a new style. And like everybody's
That's
like, I miss,
commitment.
and then it became this whole thing like I miss the old Carmack, and that was like a whole SoundCloud thing for a while. And then I think that died out to the point to where nobody thinks Mr. Carmack is good anymore, which is sad because Mr. Carmack
He fucked himself.
Mr. Carmack was fire, yeah. Josh Pan is an OG, yeah. But I don't think he does music anymore. I don't know.
They all make penis music, according to
Okay.
Weatherman Dan.
Kind of reminded me of an anime vibe.
I could get with that, yeah.
Or a Amine, my bad. Is that supposed to be anime or Amine? Because Amine got a lot of his. Amine got one of his hit songs from. Why can't I think of his name? His little brother went by September Young. Ordinary Youngster was his little brother. Ordinary Youngster was fire too, man.
Mr. Sir, are you taking Crowbot's place while Crowbot isn't here?
Well,
I haven't seen him in a bit.
Amine used to get a lot of his beats from that SoundCloud era where Josh Pan was in it and all of them. So Mr. Carmack's Splice Pack is 10 out of 10, like legit. Go get that. Yeah, Mr. Carmack is amazing. It's just crazy how he fell from grace
Because he tried to do too much.
He kept deleting all his old stuff, and people would be like, "Wait, I want to listen to the old Carmack. Like, I don't like stop this."
Thank you for following Jest Bubbles.
I think that might be who
Penis
Jess
mu-
Flum is. That just came in.
So since Justin the Crow is not here, the bot is not here. Mr. Sir took his place. Said penis music style emerged in the 1980s and became widely popular in the early to mid 1990s. Never heard of it. It refers to music that emphasizes the use of various genitalic instruments as a central aspect of the sound of the music.
I believe the word is phallic. Sorry.
So late disco. Okay.
So late disco. And then into grunge rock where everyone plays guitars. I get it.
With
I get it.
With their penis.
With
Okay.
murder face.
When your penis music doesn't hit the billboard, that means your penis music is small.
This man's onto something.
Yeah, see, I'm not even playing with this subject.
Just let the chat take care of it.
Yeah, y'all good.
Deadify, that track was amazing.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear more.
Yeah, so up
More,
next.
more.
Up next, we got Abeck. His name is Abeck is late this week. Or Abeck doesn't show up is what his name should be.
ABEC makes promises he can't keep.
ABEC was like, literally, I'm outside coming in, and wasn't even there.
He floated away.
This song is called Hold Off. He says, "Suh, dudes. Sorry I'm late, but I'm here." That's a lie. He said, "This is a tune me and Dev are finishing up to drop in January. Let me know what you think and how we can improve." All right. So this track is called Hold Up. ABEC is in the chat room, but technically not here. Deadify, we are interested. So, yes. Penis music's also called Dick Jams.
Baby, you different. Chillin' over there and you got your friends then. I know you talk can't be my pimpin'. Your eyes, they give me sign from distance. They say it's all night. Eyes been good, you see. No, you don't need no reason. Say it's alright. And I'm feeling you too. Baby, which one gonna make that move? Tell me if it's you. Say you really want love, don't hold her. Say you really wanna fight, don't hold her. Say you free kinda low, don't hold her. Baby, give it to me, or don't hold her. You say you really want love, don't hold her. Say you really wanna fight, don't hold her. Say you free kinda low, don't hold her. Baby, give it to me, or that is different. Cause I don't even trip when it comes to women. But you was that to me like what you sippin'. And I don't even drink, but I like your pimpin'.
I feel like that's a Rickroll.
I can't believe it, it's been all night. Ooh, yeah, it's been good, you see. No, you
I recognize that line.
You don't need no reason, say it's alright. And I'm feeling you too. Baby, which one gonna make that move? Tell me if it's you. Say you really want love, don't hold her. Say you really wanna fight, don't hold her. Say you free kinda low, don't hold her. Baby, give it to me, or don't
that's why I don't
hold her.
recognize
Say you really want love, don't hold her. Say you really wanna fight, don't hold her. Say you free kinda low, don't hold her. Baby, give it to me, or don't hold her.
Guys got those cocktunes?
All right.
That was a lot of fun.
So,
It was.
shouts out to ABEC for that track. It is sexy. It's called Hold Off. How are y'all feeling about that?
I think this is one of his better mixes, in my opinion. I feel like one of the things he suffers from sometimes is a lot of high-end artifacts because of like auto-tune and just general like lots of harmonics and stuff like that. But I feel like this one was pretty settled in my headphones. So keep going in that direction. I think that's what I have to say about that.
I kind of felt in my headphones his vocals the beat may have been a little bit underneath him.
Yeah.
Like, and that almost made me yearn for something more in the beat. Like, I know it's piano vibes. I'm a piano vibes, but I don't know. Like, maybe give me white noise sweeps to the drop, like dun, 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 like just to make it feel bigger and
Like
feel
one more
like,
level.
Yeah, and feel
Yeah.
like more is happening. Or like you should be excited at that moment or something like that. And that's really all I can think of when it comes to adding something, because I feel like it is missing that something.
Yeah. Just like
But-
one more
Yeah.
to tie it all together.
Because right now it feels static. It's like songwriting's good, the beat is good, but what to make the chorus part pop? What can be done? What can be added? And or what can make you be like, okay, I know this is the moment where I need to like really dance or something like that, or this is when I really want to grab her close and dance with her,
right.
or him, or something like that.
Something to trigger that.
Yeah.
Yeah. ABX mix make me want to be better at mixing for real. Yeah, great sounding track. For sure. For sure. Who's that?
Arson X and
Yo, listen to my best friend. Is that supposed to be bad?
Do we not believe
Is that
it?
supposed to be bad lad?
uh,
I think that's supposed to be bad lad.
Bad lad?
Yeah,
Okay, I can
but-
see that.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Why don't you submit it through our website, consult
Yeah.
QnA,
Because
QnA.com.
Yeah, www.consultqna.com, and you can send his links from there. Yeah, okay, Bad Lad. Okay.
Yeah. We did it.
we SoundClouded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to flip the V's. You got to flip those V's. Yeah, so
UK music. Ooh.
that's, I mean, I love UK music. That is really all I can think about when it comes to tweaks. Y'all got
Mhm.
anything else?
Not really.
Yeah, I dug it.
That was
Okay.
fun.
Continuing to dig it.
I feel like he had a little bit dialed back autotune, and I really like that. I could hear more texture in his voice. So maybe it's something to think about. Keep going down that road.
Yeah, let me see if I can find something that is like, okay, maybe this can help.
Your brain is stuck on like what one sound can tie it all together.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Let me what is, I know who Quanzi.
Damn, son, where'd you find that sample?
I think this track is called Celebrate. This song, this gives me the vibe of this song called Celebrate. So
No, I like it, A-Back.
yes. So
It's where you need to be. I think so. It lets your voice shine, and your voice sounds good.
So A-Back, your song gives me the same vibe as this song, but this does a little bit something else.
I feel like this has more to it.
Well, that's more. It
But
starts.
to me, it ties that, like, it fills out the space by having that frequency. Some panning, some background vocals.
This part, I mean, it just feels like it constantly keeps progressing. While right now, A-Back's track kind of feels like it's just here. It just stays in its lane, where it's like verse, and then he does like a little bit of things or whatever. But maybe it has to be within the beat, and that's what I'm looking for, is like that progression. Like here,
Play from right where you were.
yeah. So here you get. I mean, here you got this.
Right.
You go here, you get the. Then you get here, you get the actual log drums. Then you get the. And then it goes back more to like regular stuff. Then back to this, and then we just mellow out after that. So it's like with A-Back's track, I'm not looking for anything like mega crazy to add. Let me open it back up.
It's almost like you want a little bit more like rhythmic diversity throughout as
Yeah.
it builds.
Cause I don't even tripping it cause of women.
So it almost feels like it just doesn't.
But you was that to me like what you sipping. And I don't even drink but I like your pimping.
Like, give me some.
I can't believe it, it's been all night. Ooh, yeah, it's been good, you see. No, you
Like, this is
don't
good.
There it
You
is.
don't need no
It's a little
reason,
late.
say it's
little later.
alright.
I don't know.
And I'm feeling
Maybe
you too. Baby, which one you
I think
pick?
maybe it just needs to hit.
I think
harder?
the log needs a little bit more second harmonic. I think it try putting an LA2A on the like the log drum, and then bringing it up in the mix. It'll compress it, but it'll also add like some warmth and richness to it that I feel like the other track had that this could use. And now that will then indicate energy and like presence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whiskey. I agree with that too. The call and response.
Yeah, so Weatherman Dan says maybe some swelling strings at some parts to glide with the progression. That's all I can say. And then the Whiskey Way says, in the other track, there's a call and response with the drums and the chords also. And he said it added to the groove. So, and A-Back says, so that was a log drum dev design himself, so we're definitely tweaking that some. Okay.
Yeah. Push some of those mids and get it to. I think if you can get that to sit, it'll have the same energy as the song Q showed.
Yeah.
Tell
So
me if it's you.
they're very, very similar vibe. So like, super similar vibe. So
Yeah. Dog drum sounds so good. Yeah.
All right. So shouts out to ABEC. Hopefully that helps. And Arsonist or Arson, we got your friend's music. Jess Floam. I haven't seen the. Oh, I think that was the Jess Bubbles that jumped in the chat room.
Yeah.
I don't think they said anything, but I'm gonna.
Thank you for following Danger Deal.
I'm gonna put them as here right
Got
now.
a danger deal for you. Hey, there we go. Just right there.
Okay, cool. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. Damn.
Flying.
All right.
Just Floam.
Okay, so just Bubbles. Okay. And Kim, nice to see you not yelling. Oh, okay. That's what ABEC says. ABEC also says, I love you, Alex John. That's a person. He said, as still on the fence.
A and Q.
Okay. What a long ass day, says Danger Deal. Okay. All right. 4 a.m. for Arson.
Dang, where are you at?
In the
It's
Arson.
five hours ahead of us.
He's
so
in
probably
Iceland.
No, England.
No, it's Iceland. That's where the volcano is.
Greenland.
That's like five hours ahead of us. That's GMT 0.
No,
That's England.
No, he is not.
Well, excuse me, in that time zone.
He says UK.
Isn't Iceland? Let me stop.
Geography, pronunciation, anime. I've almost got my bingo card filled out. I got a free space though.
We've been talking about doing the stream bingo, right? Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
do it. We should do it one day.
One day.
Yeah, for all the people who've been here a while, it'll be fun. My song is fitting. Then it's about them late nights. Okay, Jess.
True.
All right.
True.
All right. So up next, though, we do have Weatherman Dan. He sent over a track called "Healers" featuring Nick Domenico. Oh, Domenico. I think that
Domenico?
Domenico.
This is all about mages.
Weatherman Dan, call us and correct us.
Okay, and then he said,
14.
and Hate Lucid is the other person's name. He says, I sent this as a beat before, but the single and visual coming out in February. The vocals aren't what I want them at right now, but I want to show what I got as a Christmas present. Okay.
Danger, you in LA? Is it that Red Bull Studios?
So let's.
There's a few of them.
14 hours at the Red Bull Studios, and I finally got the couch. What couch did you get?
There's a few of those too.
Was it the casting one?
Are there any lovers out there?
Oh, yeah, I remember this. Can't wait to hear the vocals on it.
Right.
Oh, you're in Cape
Town.
Well, shouts out to Cape Town, South
Yeah.
Africa. I didn't know Red Bull had a studio out there, but I should have known.
I should have known.
Red Bull has a studio everywhere.
They do.
Yeah, the glass half full and the past half closed. I got strings to attach, I know. I got flows, I had hoes. I got a woman in the ass, got goals. Ash that blunt, pass and fold. I got a note like the wine got hope. I had hope for the grind like coffee. Too many vibes on the climb right off me. Every time we cut, man, it feel like months. Yeah, too many blunts wonder where I got stuck. Yeah, too caught up, I confess my struggle. Brain like head can be better with a muzzle. Niggas telling me they respect my hustle. Can't see it as a diss. Much respect and success on my list. Had a hard year, but I peered through the mist. Only thing mid is just Sissy on my foot. Only kick shit like Messi on my kit. Chop like cheese, get ready for this shit. Don't get messy, don't get testy. Watch me while I get flexy on a bitch. Feels like I changed, I know. Used to count down, but the count not low. I got too much going on. Like one blunt, get as high as I'll go. We been through the sand on the shore. Wash away the sands, let the new shit grow. We been on the low, too low. Felt my days, let it go so we grow. Yeah.
Me and my team been to love for too long. Smoking too much trees, I can feel a thing.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the days that I tell them I'll put my block on. Do it because I just love it. I say what it is and you say what it wasn't. Talking my shit and you talk with a muzzle. I always keep it 100 with no tussle. You don't even know my name, I don't trust you. Feeling like the man since the bus. Always keep a burning and fucking like ducks. I can really get too fucked. Lately I've been smoking on the rust. Time is no money, I'm sorry, but bitch hurry up. I get past me the light, I was parking at night. I get that smoke in my lungs. I get that focus on fire. You hear from me, you hear that fun.
Yeah, this whole vocal is saturated.
I had to reroute the digits. I had to wear the chicken. I know you mad, just tell me who isn't.
Feels like I changed, I know. Used to count down, but the count not low.
Is it supposed to be?
I got
I have
too
no
much
idea.
going on. Like one blunt, get as high as I'll go. We been through the sand on the shore. Wash away the sins, let the new shit grow. We been on the low, too low. Felt my days, let it go so we grow.
Yeah, Dan, is the second guy supposed to be kind of like muffled
Made
or
of. I mean, that
because
there's
it's
so much harmonics in that.
it's like 3 different vocal sounds. So the first
Blows, I had hoes,
okay.
I got a
No, so the first verse and the last verse are exactly the same, so mixed exactly the same. Then you got the middle guy where he's like,
I feel like he's just made of razors.
I tell him I'm put my block on.
it's that, but it's also like something like mud is just coating the entire thing.
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to get a re-record out of it, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was in
So
the
make it
recording.
worse.
So that was in the recording.
Put
then?
more saturation.
That's
on
not
it.
something that you can EQ out. So do a scoop in the. I don't know what this is. It's not just that. It's the is that. So that's 400-ish, maybe.
Well, and then there's a cut above it. So yeah, 300 to 500 boost, and then 700 to a 2K cut.
He said, I tried cutting the mud and just fucking doing open heart surgery.
Just died on the table.
Yeah. Beep. Well, with maybe this is a situation where it's like you cut the mud and then you have to cut every single harmonic above it.
Yeah. Well, that's just what
Like-
it is. Like if it's if it's harmonic really rich like this, then it's just going to be one entire. Every single
Yeah.
note that's sung has like 10 bumps to it. Bumps.
I don't know. So, I mean, I guess if you got to get a re-record, then go ahead and get a re-record. I don't know. And then Mr. Sir says, this song makes me feel like I got a BBL. Okay. Weatherman Dan said, believe
But
me.
what if you did have a BBL?
Weatherman Dan said, believe me, I just wanted to show because I know John and Alex really like the OGB. Yeah, I really like the OGB. I do like what the vocals are doing. It feels like it just brings it all together. I could listen to the beat by itself. I forgot somebody asked me recently, they were like, how do you listen to this stuff? I'm like,
Easily.
yeah.
With my ears?
Yeah.
Why? I don't understand the question.
Yeah, but I could do the beat by itself, but I feel the vocals are really good to where, well, they're not really good, but the stuff that they're saying to make it a song and the arrangement is really good and it makes it fun. So that's good. It's just that second verse. The Whiskey Way says, I honestly think there's too much low mid missing. Sounds like it's skewed towards the high end effects. Might be muddying it up. Interesting.
Yeah. So it's the effect that's creating the mud.
And he said that's just, he's talking about the second vocal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ed, I meant the lyrics, yes. I haven't had anything to drink in like 12 hours.
So next song.
Words get harder.
So John Q doesn't fucking die.
No, I'm not going to die. It's just words get harder.
English is already hard.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine at this point. I can make it.
Just
it's fine at
all
this
the
point.
stuff behind us.
Is Lil Rob
Thank
1K still here? Jacob Johnston.
I think that's the producer question.
Yeah,
mark?
I don't know if he's still here.
Jacob Johnston.
Let's look. I think he was watching on Facebook.
Correct.
Let's look. I can check. And no, he's not here anymore.
And
Well.
so he is gone.
So, yep.
He has
We're
foregone the
going-
opportunity.
Or did he just right? No, we're going to skip him. So we'll put MIA on that one. Then we got Just Bubbles. After that, last track was by Weatherman Dan.
Got just right there. Hydrate, please. Hydrate or dihydrate.
Yeah, cool show. We get no exposure here. Hope you like our music. Okay, yeah, we'll check it out. And what Danger said, where was he at?
Cape Town.
He said he was in Kingston.
Cape Town.
Cape Town. Wait, Cape Town doesn't get exposure? Like, South Africa is blowing up everywhere right now.
Play some I'm a piano.
Yeah, I
Do
mean,
DJ set.
well, yeah, I'm a piano is like blowing up everywhere, but
All right.
let's check it out.
Checking it out.
Do You Mind is what this track is called. They say, thanks for listening. Glad to find you guys. Interested to hear what y'all think. My website is a bunch of stuff, and there's a bunch of other @ signs and all of that stuff. And
Promotion.
it's Jess. Go with the Floam. Is
All
that
right.
correct? Is FLOAM
Floam.
Flame?
Floam.
What if it's flame?
No.
You hear me, damn it.
I'm here. Why can't the O be silent?
Because it's not.
How do you know?
because then at the same time, if the O was silent, it would be flam.
Well, no, because
No, because it would be flam, like
No.
they have in drums.
no,
Like a
because
drum flam.
there is
That's what it
drums.
is.
You know, there's words
Would you like some
where
water?
they say the same thing.
It means plum in
means
Yiddish.
something.
That is
Wait,
okay. All right.
We're Yiddish. Okay,
Go with the flow.
go with the plum.
Go with the plum.
The track is
We
called.
appreciate you.
Track is called "Do You Mind." Why can't I find it? Because it's a YouTube link.
Oh, okay.
We did it.
We did it.
Let's check it out.
Cool.
Do you mind the 3 a.m. calls? Do you mind when I fall? Do you mind if I lose it all? Do you mind? Do you mind? I picked the phone up 10,000 times, but never said your name. I watched the clock beat out a rhyme as I listened to the rain. I kept the whole light on for you, but it's all the same. I turned the fan on low for you, but you never came. I closed my eyes to stop it all.
This sounds like the Logic drummer.
Yeah. There we go.
Do you mind if I lose it all?
There we go. Timing.
All right, so that was Jes Bobby.
J'ai boblé.
Jes Bobby. AKA Plum.
In Yiddish.
Yeah. Jes Bobby. Plum.
So I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Jess, question for you.
She's back. Okay.
So,
Yes, baby.
First, welcome back, Jess. And then, question: was this, because we were talking about it a little bit? Was this a live band? Was this like Logic drummer? What was this? Because
that's 100% MIDI. All of that stuff. That was MIDI drums.
I would like to hear, just in case.
Well.
Okay. All right. She does have a nice natural tone, Nan.
Yeah.
That was a note of mine.
Yeah, because that was the other thing that Arson said that with the Melodyne, it's like, so I'm the singer and perform with my friend doing all the music.
Okay.
Okay. So, and this might be a hot take because there's like some electric bass and things like that going on. I'd like to hear this as a completely acoustic, almost like jazz setting. That might be kind of crazy, only because you have like this like Billie Eilish, Nina Simone voice going on, which I loved, and that would be like how I would elevate it. But so still, I like the track.
It's got like a dark wave like overtone to it, like very 80s like feel to it. So there's decisions in here that I get. I think I'd like to see them polished up a little bit. Like it's okay if the drums are Logic drummer. If it's a real drummer, cool. I think the drums need to be a little bit louder. And then if you want, if you're gonna go for that like 80s vibe, I think you're gonna have to like dirty it up a little bit. You're gonna have to get some like compressors, use like an LA2A or something that's gonna like some kind of saturations, something that's gonna add just a little bit of like dirt to everything, some texture to it, and that's gonna help that sound because that like 80s kind of synth sound was pretty dirty, and so yeah.
So Danger says you guys look like you have music intelligence, not genre bound, and also intrigued by boundary breaking. I'm into it. So Danger, we are college professors. And Mr. Autismo here is a music extraordinaire as well. Not a college professor, but
I'm a session musician.
Boom.
And I went to school for to college for music, but I'm not a professor though.
Yeah. So Alex teaches mastering, mixing, a whole
music
bunch
production.
of stuff. I do digital audio workstation, live sound, and stuff like that. But I'm also an artist manager. I've been in the music industry since I was 14 years old. I'm 33 now. Alex has been in the game for a long time as well. So we slight professionals, I guess. And yes, we are American. That's why Jes Bobbies. Jes Bobbies. We're going to continue the review for Jes Bobbies. Nandrum says the vocals remind me of Fantagram. I'm thinking I'm saying that right?
Yes, Fantagram.
He says the vocalist, she has a nice natural tone. I love when she stacks the vocals, and I love the way that she takes care of the harmonies. Aside from some of the instrumental sounding stock that's easy to fix, I was a tiny bit with it, and a tiny bit of Melodyne can go a long way. Okay, I actually agree with everything Nandrum said.
Yeah,
the instruments completely killed me for this. I would rather this have been a cappella or acoustic than with the MIDI sounds.
It's the actual sounds, but like again, I get what they're trying to do. It's like just go and do that instead of
That-
fake it, I guess.
Yeah,
yeah.
It takes more because I know what it was going for.
Right.
But like with what this was, it was like right when the drums came, you knew what the drums were supposed to sound like,
Right.
But it didn't,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like it hurt because you were like, damn, I know what it's going for, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
there. So if it was done acoustic, I'm like, damn, she could really give me Amy Lee vibes.
Okay.
Acoustic, maybe.
Right. Yeah.
Or not, or if Flyleaf, the lead singer for Flyleaf,
Lacey Strum.
yeah, or I can get that from her, but it's there, but I just felt it was held back by the sound. So I would recommend, if your friend did all the instrumentation and all the MIDI and stuff, have your friend download some sound packs off of our drums, or go to Splice and get some sounds. Actually pay to get some sounds and samples, and then maybe put that in the drummer if he was using like the Logic drummer, and make those sounds sound a little bit better. And
if you want to,
and there was some parts when it came to the singing, I felt like she was holding notes so long because she had to make up so much for the lacklusterness of the beat and the instrumentation around.
Yeah.
Like she would be like you, and she would have to. She was doing too much with the U's, like trying to drag it
to like cover
to the neck, to cover things. And I'm like, okay, maybe you can do that with stacking or layering, because when she stacks, it sounds really good.
It sounds really good, yeah.
So, but with that, you can tell that was just one take and her just trying to hold it until she got to the next point. And it was so long because there was just not much happening in the instrumentation.
Do me a favor and go to any part of the song with some snare in it. I'm curious.
Well, an ad is playing. Let's get through this, because YouTube wants to hit you with 900 seconds of ad. Granted, we have ads too.
Yeah, see, like ABBA is that 80s feel. That's what I'm kind of...
Another ad.
Oh, they're doing doubles now, by the way.
I know. It's terrible.
Unskippable.
It is god awful. Okay, here we go.
This is...
Oh, wait, no, this is a different
That's why you
song.
get that premium.
Yeah, this is... Nah, premium costs too much. You see how they're like, for the rest of the season of NFL football, it's $39. It's like it's 3 games left.
Yeah.
But all right, let's...
So you hear how pop.
Yeah.
So an 80s snare, you would want to have. I'm not mad at the snare sample. What I'm mad at is I want some.
The hi-hat sample's bad.
The hi-hat, yeah, but I want the snare to be more up in the middle, and then I also want, if you're gonna go with like 80s kind of lo-fi, dark wave, whatever, you're gonna want some non-linear snare, some after each hit to really emphasize that snare.
Or what is it? The Roland? Get the the Roland.
Yeah.
Isn't there a Roland sample thing where you can get all those 80 sounds and the 80 drums off of the Roland, like 80 synth drums?
Probably.
If you're going for that synth electro sound, I almost feel like this is going more like if it went more rock.
Danger, you're good. You're coming up.
I almost feel like if this went more rock, it would be better than going 80s synth electro.
Yeah, I know that, and also I don't know what DAW you're using for this, but I know in Logic at least, and I'm sure for like Pro Tools as well, if you drag this sort of like drummer track into a MIDI range, not MIDI range, but a MIDI track, it'll actually break everything down, and then you can actually change each of the samples to where you can actually choose which one, and you're not just stuck with whatever the kit decides automatically for you.
And change things up.
And and you can humanize it a lot more, like by instrument at that point or piece of the kit.
Definitely look into a non-linear reverb though.
Yeah,
and snare.
And Whiskey Way says I have a sample you can use. So he said get him on Instagram and he'll send you over that sample. Arson says UK music is getting so much better. I love it. It is. It's amazing. I love it. Love UK. And Danger is there a way to see when where you are in the queue? Yes, there is a way. Kim would have to throw that up on the screen. But there's literally 2 people, which is Arson and Fat, which I'm guessing is
G-Fat?
No,
or
no, it just says Fat.
Well, there's something after the.
It's PHFAT.
Just kidding.
So
that's a different column.
That's fat.
That is fat. Yes.
Yeah. Because the P and H are silent, right?
Yes. In this one, yes.
In this one, P and H are silent.
It's pronounced wave.
So
it's pronounced wave.
Would it be FF fat? Would it be F fat?
It's fat.
Would it be?
So this is fat the same way I say thick, but it's actually spelled with 3 Q's.
Okay. And all the Q's are silent.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. So, well, shouts out to Jess Bliss, aka Plume,
Send more.
for sending that
Yeah,
track over.
send some more stuff if you got it. We're here every week at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's what we do it.
Fat means when you're fat and the
fat.
pH levels are off.
pH
Wow.
fat.
Nando, I feel like I'm being called out right now.
you got that high pH fat.
UK Rage on the way up. I don't know if I've heard of UK Rage. I don't know. Maybe that's
Is it
just a
like
term.
penis
I don't know.
music?
I don't know.
No,
All
that's a link in the Discord.
So this is Bad Lad. Maybe it's like UK, just like maybe Rager kind of music. If it is, then I'm getting put on right now because I don't know if I've heard of this before.
Okay.
But let's check this out. Arson sent this in. He said this is his friend. The track is called by Bad Lad, and he has 91,000. So we're gonna actually get demonetized for this, which is something that we need to tell him about. So. I mean, we'll listen to it because this person they got millions of plays on some of their songs. So we'll listen to this. But in the future with this stream, they will copyright claim our stream for music like this. And it may not be him doing it per se. Since he's not the one giving us permission to play this, you don't have the right to give us permission to play this. This actually will hit our stream with like copyright claim or something like that. And it can get blocked in a lot of territories depending on what they do or what his label does or whatever that does. So we do not like to do this normally.
No.
So since this is your first time, we'll give it a little bit of a listen, but we're not going to listen to this all because
reasons.
So, yeah. You can hear the kick clamping everything.
Bump. Like the entire track.
I thought it was crazy, but no.
Why is it? I don't.
What, Alex?
Hit play.
My bad. His labels are usually pretty chill.
Okay.
But just so you understand, that's why we don't like doing this, because then it's a whole thing, and they're like, well, who gave you permission? And it's like, well, nobody gave us permission. Really? The person who didn't own it didn't give us permission to play it. So
yeah, labels are labels.
I don't know that a thing that pickup sound could detect this if it's just white noise with kick on top of it.
Well, what's interesting, his voice is fluttering with the flutter of the distortion.
So is it modulated then? Like purposefully?
It might be just purpose distortion on the master.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like everything, the entire track except for the kick is just has distortion on it.
Yeah. And I think it's on purpose.
No, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck no more. Ever since I lost my mind, shit just been on the decline. Like how you call my phone, ayy, don't call me, cause what you do is not for me. I kinda like being lonely, like Kenny, I'm keep it cozy. Wrapped up in my thoughts, it's homely. Maybe I'm feeling myself, being myself, because no one can clone me, yeah. I'm happiest when I'm alone.
I mean, I like the beat. I like it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the distortion. I'm not mad at the entire sound of it. It is a thing.
So here is the thing. Here is the thing. When you listen to this kind of music, psychologically, it tires you out. So you will listen to this song one time.
It's rage music. You got to be raging.
Well, you got First off, you got to be in the mood. Secondly, no, psychologically and psychoacoustically, your ears are going to fatigue so fast to this that like I'm not saying it's a bad song. I'm not saying it's a good song. I'm not saying whatever. I'm saying as a human listening to this, you're going to be like, I put in 30 seconds, I'm good. Like you will statistically be like, I don't want to listen to music after this song.
On a sound system, this will sound garbage.
Yeah, it will. Yeah.
This will sound so terrible. Like if he performed in a club or whatever with good speakers, like it would. I think he would have to go back in and he would have to go back in and remix it for like live performances.
Yeah.
Because this will sound god awful
On a
with that type of distortion.
Yeah.
And then I'd be scared for my subs. My subs having to move
Just square wave.
so fast. Yeah. So
Yeah. It's different types of distortion. That's interesting.
Yeah, I just wish it was toned down because I like the stuff, everything else that's happening beneath of it. It's just, but like you said, it just kind of.
What is the song?
It's just grating.
Interesting. Really interesting.
Yeah. I know you sent another one. We're not going to listen to it because, again, the reasons I said prior. If he pops in here and he sends it to us, then great.
However.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll
Sounds like Ye and Trippie Red making a baby.
Yeah. How do you do the vocal distortion though? There's a couple ways you can do it. You can do overdrive. Put it on a vocal chain, put an overdrive on it, and that will just or guitar pedals.
Yeah.
Guitar pedals. In this instance, you could take like a compressor and just push the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Like a vintage style compressor.
Arson doesn't. It doesn't. It's the same. It's the same thing. Like if it's not your music.
Oh, you said this.
Send it next week.
Yeah, we usually just do one. So we got Fat.
If they're here.
PH Fat up next. I think they're still here. I think that was Dead. No. Danger. Yeah, I think that was Danger Zone.
Danger Deal. Danger Deal.
He's in South Africa. He probably fell asleep. So Nandrum says, I want it to move when the 808 moves though. So you want the fluttering of the vocals. So mix the entire track, not distort it, and then distort on the master.
You want it to move when the 808 move, like you want the track to distort when the 808 and then like modulate to the 808.
Or sidechain the vocals to the 808, but distortion and send them both to the same effects chain, maybe?
Yeah, or
maybe just send them both to the same effects chain.
Yeah.
And add the distortion on that effects chain. So make a extra. So have the vocals go to one effects chain, and then make another effects chain that they go to where the distortion is on that chain, and then you can mix the distortion in.
What is Deadify?
Deadify has absolutely.
I just wanted to win.
Yeah. Deadify went to sleep and woke up.
You won in our hearts.
Yeah, like you'd have to like. This is done. I mean, it's distortion. It's done creatively, but all that's happening is that the kick isn't distorted, and then the rest of the track is.
Arson, you sent over Seth. I actually know Seth. Oh no, Pez. Okay, never mind. His track is called Seth. I thought it was a person named Seth. I was gonna say I know Seth, so. But that's not. His track is called Pez, and then he sent one of himself. But I'm called Cartman. I don't think we're getting to it today, Pez, because we got to get up out of here.
Yeah.
Last one we're gonna play is Fats though. It's called Sway. But what were you saying, Alex?
Just that, like on the song, on the version that we heard, the kick's hitting, but I guess what I'm trying to figure out what Nan wants, like, so that way it distorts when the 808. So just have a distortion that's triggered from the 808. Sidechain it to a channel. Like everyone thinks sidechain is sidechain compression. Do something else that is triggering when the 808 hits, like distortion. So yeah.
But he wants to know how. I mean, put it on a sidechain.
Yeah, put it on a sidechain and then have that trigger like a compressor. So now the compression's gonna be reacting to the whole track when the 808 hits. I mean, that's sidechain compression, but like a very distorted, like as an effect, like a parallel effect.
I mean, you could even put the compression and then a guitar distortion on it.
Yeah.
Depending on what level of distortion you're going for. Are you going for like extreme? Like this sounds like it was a pedal kind of distortion.
Yeah.
So it depends.
I don't know.
Are you going for
So when
like
the 808 bass is knocking, I want the vocals to bounce with it. You could have a version of the vocals with a modulation on them, and that's being held back by a gate, and then you're side chaining. What, another one?
Yeah, because he's like, there's no exposure here. This song by itself has 159,000 plays, and this person has 20,000 subscribers. So again, fat. We don't typically, we do music that is your music. I don't know if this is you, Danger Deal. I don't think this is you. But we don't typically do this just because these record labels will claim our video. And that sucks for us. So, yeah. Yeah. But this is him, actually. Well, no, this is PH Fat or whatever. I don't know. I'm going to just call him PH Fat.
Yeah, just trying to look for something to... I'm the singer.
We're independent. All right, so if you are...
Right.
Yeah, if you are...
Right.
Wait, let me see. I'm going to look. We got the credits here. Oh, that's the video credits. Come on, give me the writer's credits.
The writers?
It says Cape Town. Okay, give me writers. Because I was going to find your government name. And then I was going to match it with your email and then like reverse Google search you just to make sure.
Why Doyle? I think we're done after this. Mike Zetzman.
Oh yeah. That was on.
Yeah, that was on.
starring.
Okay.
We're here every.
Yeah, below the credits.
We're here every.
Starring Mike
okay.
Zetzman. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
We're here every Wednesday.
Yeah.
8:30 Eastern Standard for all you guys. Our submission is open as soon as it becomes Wednesday, wherever you are in the world. So as soon as it becomes Wednesday, submit, and then that will get you earlier in the line because we don't do skip the line. We do order that you got here. So if you guys want to submit, a couple of you want to submit other songs, submit them next week.
Yeah.
I won't be here.
All right, let's check this out. You have 159,000 plays, which is great.
Yep.
So I guess he is doing it for exposure here in the States. We are in Florida in the United States. So let's check this out. But we have listeners from all over. There's no pay to win here.
Except for Deadify.
Yep.
You can give us money.
Yep. Also, make sure to join the Discord. Talk with us. Chat. We have cookies.
Some cookies.
Been cooling on my own song. We're feeling grows. Been fucking with that growth like hell ain't cold.
Cool video.
Been sifting through my secrets and spit them when the room gets full. Been speaking with my real kin and snipped a couple old friends loose. Been slipping off the charts like, baby, that's cool. This life is fucking perfect. And I've been dealing with my wounds. Straight cool and sweet. The world going fucking crazy. But I ain't going fucking crazy. Cause I ain't playing stupid games. And I'm just cooling in my sweets. The world around me feeling so fucked up. Cause everybody's feeling so fucked up. I can't help but feel amazing. I'm just going in.
Remember all that stupid shit we used to do? Maybe it's just in hindsight that everything was beautiful. Kinda feels strange that we don't speak anymore. But when we do, it's like the shit has just changed. And I ain't playing that
What's up,
game.
Giselle?
And you be dreaming if you think this means I'll miss you. Even a bit. Cause I don't miss you for shit. Every single stupid thing you used to help with has been dealt with. I even got my appetite back, been keeping healthy. Kinda underweight still, but that's cool. I'll be back in a sec, and I'll still wonder about your life when I don't keep you in check. I guess it's someone else's problem now. Dancing at the bottom of the bottle, like the mother clowns, drowning all your sorrows down. And your habits used to cost us a bunch of cash, but also time, the actual fucking problem. And if we ever speak again, I'll tell you that's the last of it. I'm closing up the bottle on your motherfucking problems, kid.
And I'm just cooling in my sweets. The world going fucking crazy. But I ain't going fucking crazy. Cause I ain't playing stupid games.
models on some 2020 king shit. Fucking with my pain and making homies with my mischief. Sifting through the secrets I've been keeping from my interest. Looking for the zip to make
Marta says this is definitely penis music.
myself like who you think the devil is. Swimming in my pain against my
Maybe.
motherfucking mistress.
What's the definition?
Dreaming about my girl and I was sleeping kinda shit.
Are they playing guitars?
For myself, it started shifting. I'm just cooling in myself.
Yeah, this song's done. This song is cooked.
Said it's
Like status-wise.
Oh.
Like,
I don't think he sent it for feedback. I think
Yeah.
he sent it more for exposure, which I'm not mad at.
nah.
It's fucking great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good song.
And I think it came out in 2018. This sounds very current for that time.
Yeah.
I mean, it could work now. Like, this is something that would still be getting played now at places, bars, and stuff like that. You could definitely hear this in those playlists
Mm-hmm.
of like just those lounges and stuff like that. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great, man.
notes.
Throw your @s in the chat room, so if anybody wants to follow you, they can. I don't know if you're open to working with anybody. There's some producers here in the chat room. Put this in an Amapiano mix. It wouldn't work in an Amapiano mix. Not at all. But yeah. Yasil says, I really don't have any feedback on this, to be honest. It's literally bangity.
Bangity banger.
And Danger Deal says, we need exposure. We want to be able to live off our music. Still can't yet. Hey, man. Hey, join the...
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to live off music, but it's possible.
It is.
All three of our
Apex still
albums... Danger Deal says, all three of our albums are free to download. Last night, I ate bread. Well, hey... just change the tempo? Nah, it's not going to work. This just wouldn't work with Amapiano.
I thought you were him.
Nandrum says it's a fire way to close the stream too, unless Q does the pay to skip.
skip.
Nah. What does PH fat stand for, or is it fat?
If anything, like kind of while we're waiting on that, so how would you all, as music professionals, because I don't even know this answer, but how would you all, going from outside the U.S.
Fat farm.
Like, how would y'all like try to push this in a new continental market?
I have absolutely no idea. That is a marketing extraordinaire guy.
Yeah,
I've never done international marketing.
Fair.
You have to know.
Yeah,
You
I think
have
that's
to-
what you'd have
yeah.
to find somebody who specializes in that market and then
Yeah.
go to that market. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even
Like-
know how to answer that
Your nickname was Fat Mike, bro. In that video, you don't look fat
at all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fat.
Fat.
Maybe when he was younger, he was. Yeah. Have them plugged into
TikToks.
TikToks and OnlyFans reels. To be honest,
I mean,
honestly, I could see this on a TikTok. Like,
Yeah.
TikToks could go crazy with this, especially if it's like cooking and stuff. So maybe see if you can do that. That's
reach
an
out.
idea.
Yeah.
Do some target marketing or some stuff with some, like if you're trying to get in the States with some TikTok, or just contact some viral TikTok people and pay them. Ugh.
Maybe try and even like get some placements as for like album tracks for like movies and all that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
movie soundtrack.
I don't know how that works overseas
Yeah.
though. Like, I don't like. That's why I don't want to advise.
Because
I don't know how that stuff works. They have
Yeah,
all
'cause-
different PROs and stuff.
Yeah, because that's like the only other thing I could think of to like get it into other things to where it.
if you have a small deal with sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
If you have a small deal with Red Bull, there should be connections there that can get you. Because again, like we know Red Bull as their LA studio here, and I have a friend who records there all the time. So it's certainly somebody through the label can reach out and say, hey, we're thinking. Also, like, if people are liking this, then you guys just need to tour. Like, you need to figure out how to get your shit together and tour, because that's how people will see you.
Yeah.
But how can they do that? Because me booking somebody, I won't book them if nobody knows. Like, especially in Florida, I'm taking a loss.
Well, I wouldn't say it's lost, but it's definitely a gamble though, because
No,
especially like
I would be taking.
I would.
loss.
If that's the case, then I would get the money to buy onto a tour for an established band, be an opening act for an established band. Because if people are hearing this and they're liking it from this, then they'll hear it and like it in the live show.
So do local show? Like where are the people hearing it and liking it? So I mean, I guess we can go back to old fashioned marketing. Yeah. So like, where is your current market?
Mm-hmm.
I know you're trying to get exposure and stuff like that, which is great. Continue to do this method and do all the methods that you're doing. But where are your analytics from? Like this 159,000 over 5 years. Break that down to year by year. Break it down by month by month. Where are they at? Where are they located? YouTube should give you all of that.
Yeah.
And if it is Cape Town, man, see if there's any venues. I know there's a lot of stuff going on down there, and the music scene is popping down there, or starting to pop, at least with the DJs. So you could do some DIY type of joint,
mm-hmm.
and then maybe, because usually, what is it? Right after South Africa, you got a link to the UK, right? So see if you can get up into that UK market.
Yeah.
And
that could do well.
And then maybe go from there. Getting to the US market is sheesh.
Yeah, that is a very true statement. And
it can be done, but
yeah, what's interesting is if you can break out from where you are, or break out like through a UK market into the American market, you're going to do even better in the American market. If people are like, oh, these guys are from, okay, let's check it out.
I mean, what Yacil is saying, the vocalists, please collab with others. I mean, you can do collaborations with people in the States. Start off small,
mm-hmm.
and then go from there, and just like do networking, and then try that way. And then when people start hearing of you, like Hiatus Coyote, I don't even know how I heard of them, but the moment I heard them, I was like, this is fucking fire. And I think it was on maybe I heard of them on some YouTube channel,
mm-hmm.
just doing an acapella video on some random, going down a rabbit hole. And I was like, holy shit. And that's Australia.
Yeah. If you just did a show with 44K people, hopefully you shot video from that. And so now you can build yourself a reel and kind of put that out. Like, because honestly, a show like us, I think I'd rather, I think I'd rather have you send a live show and be like, check out our live show on YouTube. We just did this a week ago or whatever. It's so that way you're staying, like, even if your song is 5 years old, your content is fresh. So you gotta keep that open for Imagine Dragons.
I mean, I could see them open.
Yeah,
for Imagine
I could see
Dragons.
that. What was the Hulu thing? It was Imagine Dragons live from Las Vegas.
Something like
and
that.
somebody was like, Imagine Dragons live in Las Vegas. Yeah, like content and like content's the name of the game at this point. So like if you guys are in the studio, you need to be shooting. We did that earlier today. Like if you want to check out our Instagram, we were in the studio today recording with this guy and some other stuff. So it's just content.
The power of the internet, man. I mean, you're using it right now, but also of your social media. So you're in this chat room right now. We have a Discord. I mean, we're all a bunch of Americans for the most part. Like there's some people there was somebody here earlier from Sweden. I think he just jumped back in here. I don't know. Chosen to whatever. He's from Sweden. There's people from all over the world, but like there's these Discord channels, man. There's TikTok, there's Instagram, and what you're doing right now, you're coming in here and networking. We're music professionals. In America,
from Australia. That's amazing.
Dedify is from Australia. So we've had a bunch of people from Australia actually pop into this chat room, like Poncifio. He's doing really good right now.
Is he? Good for him.
He's doing really well. But you never know, man. The network collaboration with people, even if it's just conversing and stuff, and then constantly putting out your studio content. You're in Red Bull Studio. Record that.
You should be having your phones recording all the time.
Record that. Put a TikTok out of you doing a riff, or if you doing like a singing over something. Put that on TikTok and being like, hey, use this sound the next time this is what I do when I'm cooking dinner. I'm turning it. And then people use that sound or whatever for TikTok. There's so many ideas and so many things you can do that has absolutely nothing to do with music, but you can shuffle it back to your music. So just break your focus off, I'm trying to make money off music, and be like, I'm trying to make money off myself. Sell yourself. Sell yourself. Be a prostitute.
Do it.
Okay?
I mean,
it's 2023.
Musically.
Let me stop. Don't be a, but you
it's
get
called music worker.
Yeah. It's the oldest trade.
It's the oldest trade
in humanity, okay? Don't tell us what to do with our bodies.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't take it out of context. But yes, sell yourself and sell yourself, your personality, and a bunch of things. So in general, Discord, Instagram, TikTok. There's many ways, but many people, many streams, many avenues, many beat makers, producers have Discords like Selection. I don't know, if you're in South Africa, you've probably heard of Selection. They have a Discord that's huge with a lot of producers. Collaborate with some of those big name producers. Put your stuff in there and see what happens, man. And then you never know. Next thing you know, Selection might, when they're in Cape Town doing a show, they might have you as an opening act. And if Selection puts you on, that's hundreds of thousands of people rocking with you instantly. So that's just one way. And Selection does a lot of shows out in Cape Town. So that's why I'm like, you should have heard of them.
Yeah.
But
we're here Wednesdays, 8:30 Eastern Standard. If you want to submit more and continue this conversation, this is a good conversation. Like he said, be in the Discord, talk to people, build your network, and that's one of the things that we're here for. So that said,
is that Wednesday?
That's Wednesday.
Great song.
Really good song.
Great song.
Really good song.
Really strong night.
Yeah, it got good. It got good.
Yeah, I don't know what do I want to listen to get up out of here. Let's listen to.
Thanks for hanging out.
Let's listen to some more Gallant.
Okay.
This track is called Common Ground, and it's just straight sexy. We'll get up out of here. This is how I started the stream.
All right.
So this is how we're going to end the stream.
Danger, thanks for hanging out.
Danger says, but if you see that you think success, but it ain't the case, love the advice. Thank you. I mean, it depends on how you measure your success. Some people will be like, hey, I did a sold out crowd. I made $20. That is the highest success I've ever wanted to achieve. Yeah, definitely. So you define your measurement of success. If your measurement is just money, you could be a banker. If you want to be successful as you as a person in your music, make yourself the personality, make yourself the music. You can't just be like, hey, here's this one product. You are multifaceted. You are a multi-dimensional product, and you can sell many avenues of that. And a lot of that starts with personality, and that's what the world has kind of moved to, where they want to buy into the person instead of just the music. So, yeah.
You succeeded with us tonight. There you go.
There it is.
Damn right.
There it is.
All right.
Here we go. This track's called Common Ground.
Thanks for hanging out.
Shouts out to Gallant. YMG. Make sure you come back next week.
Yeah.
Because we're getting up out of here, man. This song is sexy, by the way.
No, but thank you. No, really.
Midnight.
Nice.
Hits you like 1,000 whispers, and it's pushing you way past the breaking point. The street lights brighter than you can remember. Now a lonely stare enchants me through the noise. What you thinking about? I don't think I've seen you around here. Heard but you better now. I think that there's some common ground here. Oh, you're new in town. Friends are so hard to come around. No, it's late, but hear me out. I think that there's some common ground here. Just one idle moment in December, but it feels like something warm is taking hold. What you think about? I don't think I've seen you around. You hurt, but you're better now. I think that there's some common ground. Yeah. You need me down. Friends are so hard to come around.